smoky clubs to fields of green, her life took a turn, but her rhythm still the same. Feel the passion burn. On stage she was a queen, now the land's a throne. Every note she sang now echoes in seeds she's sown. Her journey's just begun, a new chapter in her song. Watch her dance with the seasons, right where she belongs. She was a jazz and blues singer, making her way around the world. The journey stopped, but the song did not. So what's going on with you, girl? She started a YouTube channel and learned how to grow veggies, fruits, and bread, and a bunch of chickens in a row. Diva of the stage to diva in the dirt. Same diva, new life, diva in the dirt. Singing sweet melodies now with the earth. From city lights to moonlit nights, she's found her worth. With every seed she plants, a new story grows. From the mite to the soil, a rhythm she knows. Diva in the dirt, watch her thrive and gleam. Same passion, new dreams on the homestead scene.
Wow, welcome. Good to see you all here. Here is my fabulous Carol and also my other co-host, Robin from Robin's Gardens. We are here tonight to hang out and have a little bit of fun, chit chat. And we all got our dirt merch.
Dirt merch, get your dirt merch. Get your dirt merch.
We do have our dirt merch. And I hadn't showed you ladies in the back, but I wanted to show you because I have some, oh, hi, Mumsy. I have some new dirt merch.
Yay.
I gotta take my
Sorry, I
off.
Can't get the clicking.
Whoa, I know it's
You
gotta
did
spin
it! Yay!
I have aprons.
Yay! I was thinking of those today. I was like,
yes,
I marine aprons too with my logo since her and her daughter are in the kitchen. So
yeah, because these are ones that we've been using. And I have a dear friend who I've been friends with. We went to kindergarten together. And so anytime I'm home, we always connect. And she chauffeurs me around and she's got a Cricut. And I said, if I bring my two aprons, could you put my logo on? So I sent her the logo up ahead. And then she was like, she's also the one that made me this. Or her husband made me this with his 3D printer.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And then she was given an apron. And so then it's all folded nice. So then she made me, this was a free apron of hers. So she went and put this on there. Mm-hmm. And then she goes, oh, and I have another one that you can have. Oh, and so yeah. So it was like, so I've got a white one and she goes, I know you love red. And she was like, this one was free. This one was $5 or whatever. And so she put this one on there.
Oh, no.
And then she said, anytime that I want to have the logos, she said, you just, call me and I'll send you down the films. I'll print them. That's and wonderful. I'll send you down the things and then you can just put them on. So I thought that's something that I think I will incorporate in my Canadian store because I think the ones on Spring are really expensive and I don't know what they look like. I know I can get these through Amazon. And so I could say, here's your color, choose it. And then I can purchase the apron and then send it out to people. So yeah, so I have, like I said, it's got a little bit of staining. I've been wearing it all day.
For sure.
All day.
Like that. Like, hey, you needed that.
Making bread and I did also, I cooked up 2 Georgia candy roasters today.
Everyone check. Nice.
Yes, please check and see that you are live in the live chat. I always forget. So thank you, Miss Sharon, for that reminder. So
and how did that
so I
taste?
Well, it was really interesting because it's not fully ripe. So I do know that, like by cutting it open. And it was hard to cut open. Like you need to have a super sharp knife. big sharp knife. But I did the large one. I had a large one, and I had one that was smaller, and it still had soft skin. And the interesting thing is the smaller one, because I cooked them in my forno oven. So that one was more like a juicy squash, where the big one, when you take it, you mash it. It doesn't taste like potato, but it's exact same potato texture. It's like if you don't eat potatoes or something like that, it's like or you can't eat potatoes, you could replace this and it's going to give you the texture. And I think if you put butter on it and salt and pepper on it, you're not going to care that it doesn't taste like potato. So wasn't super sweet, which I think the longer that you leave them, the sweeter it gets. But that one had the big one had snapped off from the vine, and so I just thought it's time to bring them up, and I might as well, the forno oven's on, might as well use the fuel from cooking the bread. And so I cooked them up today. So I haven't continued the process. I've just done the cooking.
Was it when you went to cut into it, was it like acorn squash hard? Like that kind of hard?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's like getting it in there, and then it's like wiggling it, I would have liked to have just picked it up and taken it outside. Yeah, that'll break it.
Yeah.
It was pretty firm, but I don't know if when the time comes, like if I have like a naturally ripened one on the vine, the skin will probably still be tough because the skin just keeps getting tougher and tougher. I even because you can eat the skins even though they're harder. So it was it was delicious. I do like it. I'm looking forward to processing it into a recipe. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Well, I'll have to do it by tomorrow, or by Monday. I can throw it into the refrigerator overnight. But it's 2 giant cookie sheets filled with squash. So, but yeah, it'll be I'm doing a video with it right now. So yeah. So I haven't had a chance. I think, Carol, you had done some hellos from people.
Yeah, a little bit, not much. Yeah.
So let me just say a big hello to your Gridden 19. I just want to come here and I'm just going to put this on because I want to just acknowledge all the new members that are part of the Diva in the Dirt Club. So your name,
Wonderful.
If you are in the Diva in the Dirt Club, you will see your name as it flashes by. And many of these, though, were gifts from Miss Sharon. And so, I do really thank Miss Sharon for, gifting, memberships to people in that. So I will let that kind of pass by because you might get to see your name brought out. Whoops, I want to come back here. It's still there. Good. So yes, we had gear up at the top. And then of course, Robin Gardens, she's saying hello from Chicagoland. And of course, Carol from South Florida Sunshine Tropical.
Wow, what's she doing in here?
And you invited her. And Miss Sharon, who is our
I love her.
Moderator with the mostest. She's just such an amazing moderator. And Storms, Radios and Cats is hanging out with us tonight. So thank you so much, sir. And GT Jr. Grows at Alaska. What's up? What's up? You guys are all seeing your names in the okay. Okay. I guess I shouldn't put this up on the thing. I can't come up because I'm not feeling great. And then it's like, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't put that up. I don't need to share all of that. Mind you, everybody in the chat saw it anyway. So what a big deal that it's up on the screen. Good morning, Richard.
Morning.
And good evening. Good morning.
Yep. And good evening. Good morning.
Yeah, you're not feeling very good.
Yeah.
Storm.
Figures, Barry. That's why I had to cancel the first time about this, what we discussed last night, because my stomach went, and I was like, I don't think I can do a live about, the stomach and your gut lining when my gut lining is way
not
off.
feeling good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think
hello, Mother Earth Garden Club. Welcome in to hang out with us. We sure appreciate you.
absolutely.
And food for forest permaculture. We were looking for you. And yes, it was talked about last night that he's at a wedding. And so it was like, we were missing you. So
input. Yeah, we missed your input last night, Howie.
Yes. And Dave Knight. It got dark. It's nighttime. Well, welcome in, Dave. Good to see you as well. And Shawnee Grows, our other co-host. I'm just now getting done with responsibilities. I have to get ready. Okay. I'm sure
we totally get it.
We will see you. Yeah, it's been a weird day for me as well. Trying to navigate things and not burn the bread. And I was trying a new technique because I do, it's almost like you go, could I just have like a sourdough bread master that just comes and, as we're doing it, it's like tells me, okay, what's happening to the dough now? And so today's technique, because what I find is that when I score my bread, it will start to relax too much. And I don't have the ability to steam. I can spray inside the, I'm just going to mute you, Carol, because you're a loud typer.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? It might just stop. I don't
Sorry,
know.
it might just be.
Am I just turned up? Oops.
No, you're perfect. No, it's just that it's catching.
It's catching my typing. I'm sorry. Oh no. Now my Wi-Fi.
It's like, and it's like, okay. No, you're all good. You're all good. Okay. Just if you're gonna type, just mute your mic. Thank you.
Even Shawnee
now I
like,
forgot. Oh yeah,
typing. I don't know what's up with that tonight. Check my volume.
So my bread will start to relax, and I can spray with some water inside when I put the bread into the oven. But there's could be soot, and I don't want it to fall. I have put a cast iron pan in with some ice, trying to get it to steam. But today what I was trying to do is put it in before it's sliced, let it go for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, depending, and then give it a slice so that it gives itself, it starts to puff up. And that seems to work good. But make sure when you're doing it, Maureen, that when you put the timer on for, 2 minutes, press start, don't press cancel. And then sit down and, depending on that buzzer, and you're busy doing stuff or whatever I'm doing. And then oh my gosh, I don't know how long it's been, but fortunately nothing burned. So yay. There's an art to cooking with fire. For those of you, Homestead Aquarius, cooking with a grill, there's an art, and I just have not captured that art yet. So anyway, okay, that's good, Carol. Yeah. No, I didn't.
Even my chair was crooked. I didn't even realize it when we were talking behind scenes. I'm like all like twisted once we went live. I'm like, this is very uncomfortable. Yeah. Sorry.
Shawnee, did you see? I don't know if you were here. Excuse the stains. This is from what I was wearing today. I have Diva in the Dirt aprons.
Aren't they cute?
And I'll be making them myself. So anyway. So I was doing some show and tell, but I wanted to do a little bit more show and tell, and I don't know if you ladies have anything to show and tell. Yes, well, the white one is really gorgeous. I don't know I'm just looking at Shawnee's. Look at the color of that apron.
Yeah.
Look at the color of this, and like I said, I don't know what I'll do with it. Like, it's just a show apron. Yeah. It's like, you can't cook with a white apron, but look at how beautiful it is.
This is me. I can't
cook with a white apron.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No, that's to greet people at events, I think.
It's my event apron.
Yes, that's your event apron. But then you can't do samples at your event.
No samples. Well, you greet everybody, and then you take this one off, and you wear your stained apron is what you do.
Right.
So
You need that
Um,
old, like, remember the cloth that they used to have in the MCM period where it was you could just wipe it off? It's probably got all kinds of toxins on it.
that's right.
Remember those old picnic the old
Yeah.
picnic, covers that were like,
Mhm.
"Oh, okay, we're done with the
Uh,
picnic." Just wipe it off
yeah.
because it's plastic coated.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Mobius. So yes, I don't have an enamel. I just have a cast iron Dutch oven for when I cook it in my regular electric oven. But this
Oh,
is because I'm cooking it on I cook it on a cookie sheet and I put 2 in at the same time because when I'm doing 16 loaves of bread, um, it takes a long time to do 1 loaf at a time.
yeah. Oh, Mobius,
And
I
also,
don't know. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know if you've seen Diva's Breads, but she's like got a little mini bakery over there, and
yeah,
she's furno oven, like she's got the furno oven, like
yeah,
wood fire to
yeah. When I first started, I was
amazing.
using it just in my cast iron pot,
Right.
and I actually use a bread sling, and not just the part. I did do parchment paper, but I love the bread sling because it was this circle, and then it has these 2 straps, and you know put your bread on it, put it in. It
Mhm.
was like I burned myself way less. So when I was just doing 1 or 2 loaves, that's perfect for me. But when it's a day of 16, and you have to understand, my oven, the temperature gauge goes to 700. And last week, like so, 700 would be like basically about 4:30 or so. Last week it was straight up and down at 6, so it was hotter than 700 degrees. So
Look who snuck
I don't want
in.
to put my cast iron into it. So hey, G Mama Grows, thank you for coming in.
Good to see you. That's
Um,
so funny, her response. Shut
what?
the front door. Oh my gosh, 16. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I
mm,
think the most I've done. I don't. I think it's 18 is the most I've
right.
done, and so I can do 16 to 18 loaves in 2 hours. I can bake all of them in 2 hours, but I have to be like right on the oven at all times because it's just like forget to press start
Right.
and you've burnt your loaf. So
I
uh,
think you don't use the Dutch oven in the fire. You use a stone, right? You put it
I
on a
don't use a
stone.
stone. I was using a stone, but the stone
Okay.
again that's in there, it gets so ding dang hot that I would start to
Okay.
scorch the bottoms. So then I do
Oh.
actually I have a rack in there and then I cook it on a cookie. I cook 2 at the same time on a cookie sheet.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I'm flipping them and I'm turning them and
The
adjusting
bakers
them.
actually did that when I worked at the Italian bakery. It was full sheet pans that they were baking the
Yeah,
Italian breads and stuff on.
that's what I've
Very,
been trying to find, but it's not it's not a big
yeah,
space. It's
right.
for a large cookie sheet. That's the biggest I can get. But
Right.
yeah, it's an art in itself. I'm getting better. I'm learning that if it's at 400 degrees, I can close the door. If it's at 400, I can close the door completely. But if it's at 550, you leave it ajar by 2 inches, and if it's at 6, you should leave it ajar by 3 inches or 3.5 inches, or. So, and I do that for 2 hours. Woohoo!
Woo!
Anyway, I do want to show you. This is my first Provenzano tomato. This guy is just
Wow.
over a pound. Like I picked him
Beautiful.
blushing. Let me see if I can get something that's more red. So I'm waiting for it. So I've never tasted this. This
Gorgeous.
is a paste tomato. So it's very similar to my Nona. But the seeds were created here in British Columbia for northern climates. But you can grow a 1.5 to 2 pound tomato with these kinds of tomatoes, which I'm excited. I want to, do a kind of a taste comparison to the 3 types of tomatoes that I grew. And I did do a harvest this week. I haven't taken any photos and posted them on my community tab. But these are from my espalier tree. I have a whole little basket of them. So these are the Spartan apples. They didn't get super big, but they were starting to drop. So I went, I'm picking them. I'm getting them all done. And they're quite lovely. and crisp. But my espalier tree, you're not supposed to let anything get tall. And I have one straight branch up top. And I can't tell you, and this espalier tree has a Spartan, a Gala, and a Honeycrisp. And so it had this gorgeous thing. I did bump him a little bit. So it had this gorgeous thing up top. And so I go, I don't know which one you are, because you're on your own. So I'm really looking forward to trying it. And I think there was 3 or 4 up top that were like that. And yeah, so it's
could those be from the mother tree, the one that the other ones are grafted to?
It could be, but I wouldn't know what that is, right? But yeah, it could, or it could be like a Honeycrisp, because it is kind of the Honeycrisp size.
Oh, I love
right?
Honeycrisp.
Yeah, Honeycrisp is my favorite. So there's still 3 other. Well, so this was only the 1 row. So I have not picked the Gala, and I haven't picked the Honeycrisp, and then I have 3 other trees that are that will be needed to be picked. And so this is the first year that I've had that I'm going to see that I've got a good bushel of apples. Like, they're still young trees. So I'm very excited about that. And I think that's all. Oh, I will just
columnar
columnar tree.
You. I couldn't say that to save my life right now.
No. Yeah, the columnar trees. Yeah, they're the apples again. They're about this size, and they are supposed to be getting bigger. But I don't think that they will at this time of the year. Like, it's like, because isn't it basically the apple, once it gets to a certain size, then it starts to color and stuff, where they already have color on them. So I have a feeling that we're going to be done. But I will show one more. I showed the ladies last night. So here's my second. Fuchsia. Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And again, I picked him early, so and so I do want to kind of take the time to try all these different squashes that are new to me, just so that I have a chance to go. I can tell people what it tastes like, because I have no idea. I have no idea if this is a good squash or not.
Oh, okay.
It better be. I'm growing it too.
And you haven't done it. You've not.
Gorgeous.
I've not tasted it.
No. So it's and that Kusha, those seeds come from Broke Farmer. So
nice.
So
oh, sweet.
Everybody's
impressed. Everybody's like, nice, amazing. Oh, Mother Earth. Yeah, they're jerk offs.
Only thing I have new are these Purple Heart Dwarf, because I had done the other tomatoes before.
Oh,
so I finally have ripe ones. Oops. And I had squirrels going for it, so I picked a whole load.
Oh, I love your basket.
Yeah.
Yes, the basket.
These are great.
You
squirt stuff off in it, and it drains.
Yeah. That's
Robin,
awesome.
you could have like a show on PBS. Like, seriously.
I could what?
Yeah.
You could have a show.
You could have a show on PBS.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Such good taste.
Yeah. And your tomatoes are just so like I don't know what's out at the farm, because I have not been there for a few days, but what's there has grown. But all your tomatoes, like they look like you go out and you just give them a little bit of a gentle shine, while they're on the vines, and then you pick them and they all come in perfect. You go, here's mine. Look at my tomato. Yeah. And look at it. It's got like this double butt. And yeah, that's my tomato. Robins are like, hello. We are we're tomatoes from PBS. We have to look
we have
beautiful.
A question. What kind of tomato is the brownish colored one?
The one that I just that's the Purple Heart Dwarf.
Oh, shiny gross.
So it is a semi-determinate, and I've never grown a semi-determinate before.
What's a semi-determinate?
These yet?
It's like in between.
Somewhere between the. So I assume that I'm going to get more, rounds of fruiting than just one time. About 4 foot, so a little bit shorter than, a full.
Okay.
indeterminate, but
Okay.
man, it's loaded. It's loaded. I actually get that
That's
Everybody's like,
awesome.
dwarf? Like,
because you know what happened this afternoon was a hailstorm.
no.
So I haven't been outside to see what happened post hail.
Right.
Let me see. I took a little video here.
I can't believe you got
Awesome.
hail.
I'll put you up as a whole. Just wait. Let me put you up as a solo, please. Okay. Oh
That's
my
crazy.
goodness.
It's August. What
I
the?
know.
What the heck?
Yeah. That's
Wait,
crazy.
hang on. Where's my volume? Turn up the volume.
I don't know if it was playing. I wasn't noticing that new things were dropping.
Okay, GT
Is it
wants
playing?
more information on that tomato.
Oh, you don't have the volume on, darling, up at the bottom. Robin, you don't have the volume on. See at the very bottom there?
Okay.
Yeah, it's turned off.
No, yeah, it's
On your
you see
phone.
that it's
Oh,
muted.
I see. Oh, that one.
Yeah. That sounds awful.
That's
I don't think I'd go
brutal.
outside either. I'd have to prepare myself emotionally.
Yeah. So there's more in 2 hours. There's another storm of some sort coming. So, I mean,
Wow.
I didn't want to go out and look. There's nothing I can do
No.
until tomorrow. So
No,
I love
that's
that
true.
pergola too, Mobius. GT wants to know, is it bold flavor, that tomato?
She hasn't tasted them yet.
I haven't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that part. My
Yeah,
ADHD.
and they're
whatever
not quite
element
right.
of
No.
So
Just-
yeah, I've got one more variety that hasn't ripened yet to Mr. Tartar's German, but I did that one last year, so I know what it tastes like.
wish I could grow
Mhm.
those.
So I'm going to interrupt us because I just want to acknowledge Shawnee Groves has become one of my members for the Diva in the Dirt. Thank you, Shawnee.
Yay!
I need to have like a wah 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 sound. So I did pull down the ticker so that I could make sure that Shawnee
I think I'll do
her name
membership.
is now listed. There it is right there. Shawnee's name's going by.
Yay. I think
Mhm.
I'll go on the street and just start, haggling people. I have this channel and I have memberships. I sent them up.
Yeah.
So the
Please come
purple heart
join.
dwarf is interesting because it's something called the Dwarf Tomato Project.
Mhm.
From Carmela Bell Farms. And my girlfriend, actually in British Columbia, sent me the seeds. So
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the one. Okay. I think I remember you talking about that you had a friend that sent you seeds from British Columbia.
yeah,
Nice.
she does. She gets me out of my box.
Right.
She sends me stuff.
Yeah.
She sent me this melon that was about this big called a cajo, and it has like orange flesh. Oh, that was beautiful. Until the cucumber beetles took the batch out last year.
Oh.
Is it like the size of a kajari? Is that how you say that?
It's about that big. I grew the kajari last year, but I didn't get to taste it because the cucumber beetles took it out. My whole melon patch.
Wow.
Oh. See, I have so many funguses among us. It's like, between the tomatoes, the melons, the even squash. It's depressing. Hey, Abe, welcome in.
Hey, Abe.
Yeah,
Welcome. Mobius says dwarf tomatoes. I planted sun gold and I thought they were cherries. They were big as Romas. That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, can someone explain about sun golds, please?
Sun gold is actually a cherry. It should be, about yay big.
Right.
And they are like sugar bombs.
Candy. Yeah, they are good.
The problem with sun golds, though, is they split. You look at them the wrong way and they split. You take them off the vine and they split. You take them off with the stem and they split. So
we got too hot this year. Mine fried.
Right.
We got
Right.
I got a couple, and then it was like it just fried
Right.
completely.
So
Yeah.
And I'm not. Go ahead.
instead of that, I grow Tim's Taste of Paradise.
Okay.
To me, it has the same flavor,
Okay.
and they don't split, but they're smaller
Right.
than the Sun Gold.
Yeah, I've never done Sun Gold. That's why I wasn't chiming in, but I know that almost everybody just like Sun Gold, like but I have these they're BC Hothouse proprietary seeds and you can't get them anywhere anymore. And they're it's called Sweetie Cherry. I find that, when I pop one in, it tastes like you're eating Campbell's tomato soup, like from when you were a kid. Like so I don't know if it would be as sweet as a Sun Gold, but it's like the richness of it. It's like, I feel like I've just, sipped a sip of soup. Like it's so not rich in a wrong way. Like it's just so delicious. So
That sounds
Ooh,
really good, Mother
awesome.
Earth. I need something like that. Let me know how it affects you compared to the regular, like reds, like regular tomatoes.
The Sun Gold kind of leans more, I'd say, towards the fruity side
Okay.
rather than the
Tomatoes.
tangy
Okay.
side.
Okay.
Okay.
100%, because the person that sold me these seeds, when he went, because he was going out of business, and he wrote on there, save your seeds because you cannot, they're proprietary. So I definitely save my my Sweetie Cherry seeds for sure. So let's just go and look at what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to just hide our ticker because I don't know if it can still be going on. Well, we'll see if it can still be going on. So I did, harvest overload, and basically, the ladies asked me, what's your topic on tomorrow morning? I don't know. That's my first. I don't know. And then when I think about it, I go, okay, what is it that you're dealing with right now? And what is it? And basically, every live is all of you helping me. It's not about you. It's all about me and what I need right now. Because it is, but it is actually, you're all going through it too. So it's this thing where, this first one that we'll talk about, and please do chime in the chat there. What's coming out of your garden right now, and what crop feels like it's taking over your kitchen or your canning jars? Because right now we have this thing, like if I just talk about the topic, it's like the harvest is rolling in fast, the canning jars are calling, fall crops still need to be planting if you're doing them, and the garden chores don't stop. Plus, family life is always waiting. How do you manage it all? Tonight, we're going to chat about the rush of the harvest season of food preservation, what it means to balance garden chores with real life, deciding what to let go of when there's simply too much, and strategies for finding peace in the midst of the chaos, because that's where I am. This is an honest conversation about the juggle of homestead living and family life, because the truth is we can't do it all perfectly. Let's talk about what we keep, what we let go of, and how we carry joy through the busiest season of the year. So bring your stories, your survival strategies, and your encouragement. It's harvest season, and we're in this together. And ladies and gentlemen, we have another diva in the dirt, Shawnee Groves.
Yay!
drinking cucumber juice, I bet.
Drinking the garden, yes.
Drinking the garden.
That was a great idea. I saw that in your new video.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great video.
Yeah, we've got many of the Diva in the Dirt merch all over the place.
Yeah.
So that would be my first question or chat. What's coming out of your garden right now? And I know Shawnee is like the pepper queen.
Yeah.
I'm the squash queen.
Peppers and cucumbers.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cucumbers. And Robin, well, you're bringing in tomatoes up the wazoo.
Yeah.
You are bringing in
tomatoes and peppers.
And peppers.
Yeah. I was going to say you're also another pepper queen.
And seeds. Right now, my seeds are all coming in. And that's something with that hail that I'm really worried about, because the leeks, they're like 5 feet tall with those heads. And I was like, do I do it this afternoon or do I do it tomorrow?
Right.
And I didn't do it. And then the hail, so we'll see.
I hope it dries out.
I just want to back us up to that. Your leeks are 5 feet tall.
So I overwintered them in a cold frame. So that last year's leeks, so that I would be able to make seed for the seed library this year.
Okay.
And so they're like 5 feet tall. They're, seed heads are like this. Oh my God, they are gorgeous, so majestic. But now they're just at the point where I should be harvesting them. And then that hailstorm, whoo-hoo.
It's awful.
Mm-hmm.
So now
My decision to not do it this morning may be a bad one.
Mm-hmm. So, so what crop feels like it's taking over your kitchen?
Oh, the
I
tomatoes.
guess you guys all said your tomatoes, peppers, squashes.
Yeah, I got a tray of Cherokees. I've got this hod of the dwarfs, and then I have, let me see if I can find a picture. I've got on my counter in the kitchen. This is what's left after I was done with the canning.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's all gorgeous too. Wow.
yeah, those Castelludos are probably the most gorgeous with that accordion undulating kind of top to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then how do you keep up with preserving when everything ripens at once? Do you have go-to shortcuts, freezing instead of canning, dehydrating, or just eating it all fresh?
So I like to do the extra step of roasting because it really concentrates the flavor. So I just, as soon as I get ripe ones, I roast them and then I throw them in the refrigerator. If I get really behind, then I'll just throw them in the freezer till I can deal with them. I do dehydrate, but I have been putting that off because the dehydrator does put out heat, and it's been in the 90s pretty consistently. So I'm trying not to, and then I'm trying to roast at night when the temperatures, cool down.
Right. That makes sense. I'm just going to pop this in. Richard says, I win the award for growing the most weeds in my little garden. Weeds and more weeds.
Right?
This is fantastic because my garden was a desert before. So that's pretty good. If you've been able to call in the weeds, then you know that you've got some good fertile soil. That's all. Congratulations, Richard. We do give you the award for the most weeds. Oh yeah, Sunshine is the iguana gardening queen. She gardens iguanas. So
they took my moringa harvest this year. I'm pretty not happy. Yeah.
No.
They have mutilated my tree. So my husband and I have decided that's probably the tree's going to go. I'm going to save the drumsticks for the seeds, and we're just going to, I needed to move it anyway because I planted it before we got a fence, and it ends up being like this far away from the fence, but my tree is this like large, the trunk, and it's 20
Is
foot
that the
tall,
one that hangs over
yes,
on the side of the canal?
Yes,
that is.
Yeah. And they're breaking it so it hangs even lower. So hopefully I can even harvest them by hand. But
right. So what are the drumsticks like? What does that mean?
Drumsticks, people will use them when they're first fresh, and they will chop them up and kind of like how you chop up okra, and they will use them in stews in other countries. Some people probably use them here in America. I don't care for the flavor. I've tried it. But that's your seed pod. And right now, my tree is so stressed out. I've never seen it put out so many seed pods. So that's how much the iguanas have mutilated the tree. And I'm not going to harvest what's left because I peed all over it. So I don't want salmonella moringa.
Yeah.
Which is a shame because I gather it and dehydrate it, and like I've mentioned before, I sneak it in like parsley and stuff on things, and my family doesn't know any better. Yeah.
Is this what it looks like? The moringa drumstick?
Oh, sorry. Da, 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 da,
Oh, I could
da.
go
Back
get
to the
some.
stage.
Yes,
I would
they
love
do
to
look
see
like
some,
that.
Carol. If you have a picture
Yeah,
or
let me go
have
grab
some,
one. I'll be right back.
please. Because I was like,
Yes.
drumstick? What on
I know. It
earth?
was like, what is she? What? Whoops. Let's me
I'm
put us
glad you
back up.
asked. And then
Yeah,
she
because it
got
was
to
like,
the seed pod part, and I'm like, oh, okay.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Mobius says, take pics so you can identify them. I found out that one weed was catnip. Another weed I found was a volunteer bergamot. So you never know. Some of the greens are actually good for salads. Absolutely. And I did have that this year where it was like a whole pot of this green stuff up. And it was like, what the heck is this? And it's, the leaves, it didn't look like a weed, but it did. And then one day I'm just sitting across and I take a picture of it and it was like, oh, that is your anise. What's the
Oh,
other name for it?
Hyssop.
Yeah,
And
hyssop. And so, because I was at the point where it's like, I don't know what this weed is from, and I'm just going to yank it out, And mind you, I think once I would have started touching it, I would have smelled the licorice, and it was like, I totally forgot that I had that in there, and I did harvest the seeds, but I guess I didn't harvest all of them. Here's the drumsticks. Hang on a second, let me
look
just
at how
hide
big
that.
that is.
They look
And then
they
I
look
just put
pretty wicked. Like these are
crazy.
immature.
Oh.
But what's really cool about them is they have this triangular. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Yes, I can see it. Yep.
Hang on a
Okay,
second.
and
I need to
then,
hide
don't
this
know
one so we have
I
you.
don't know if I can pop it.
So
Hold
then
on,
we
let me
would
see
plant what's inside.
Yeah, this one's still a little
Okay.
damp. And if they have here, I'll show you. Yeah, these are still a little green, but I have so many, it's okay. Usually this whole thing will come off. And I don't know if my
That's
camera's
crazy.
and then you pop them out and they've got like this little skin around them, and then you just let those dry out, and that's the seed. And there is I don't know if it's true, but they supposedly use these to purify water. They drop the moringa in the seeds in water to help purify it in certain countries.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I've been trying that here when we have boil water, but yeah, they're pretty funky. The smaller ones, those are the ones that broke off because of the iguanas, and they are really, really skinny. But that's about the typical size for harvesting the seeds. But you do usually want them about this dry, like you can hear them crack.
But but some people eat that.
They will eat it when they're young, and they just slice it kind of like what I was
okra.
saying, like okra, and they will use it in stews. Like, big differences. So tiny compared to the big fat TV. Yeah, they did it. So, but
that's amazing.
They really want to live just like between this and chaya, which is Aztec spinach. If you use either one for chop and drop, you end up sometimes with more plants rather than it breaking down here and turning into, some kind of fertilizer around your trees.
I'm going to just quickly say, yo ho ho, and a bottle of Pepto. Hello, Larks. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Larks.
Yes, it was plantnet.com. Shawnee got me on that, and it's been pretty good. That's been awesome. Yeah, Mobius also says, "Oh my goodness, your fruits are so exotic, Carol." Like, who has? And then you get the drumsticks. It's like, what?
Yeah,
what?
I forget. Like people don't see them.
What in the cornbread world is that fruit?
Right? I would not be eating it, but they're the tree. They're known as the tree of life, and they have so many minerals and everything.
Right. Absolutely. They must have deep roots.
Lark said it at the same time. Great minds.
Yeah. Yeah. So awesome. Yes. Bee machine.
But I could go out and probably harvest quite a bit of chaya right now. But chaya, you want to boil it for about 20 minutes to get the cyanide out of it. And I'm just not.
Might be good.
Because it's like we have a lot of things like that because of our bug population and things like that.
Yeah.
They
and it's
carry
like, boil it enough? Did I need to do 22 minutes? Like, was it from the start of
Right.
when it brings up the boil
Yeah.
again? Is
Yeah.
the cyanide out? Should I do a second boil? You know,
That's why I don't eat them. I'm sorry, Shani. I don't eat them cooked. Even after I boil it, I put it out on a sheet pan, and the same thing. I will dehydrate it. So I've done it in my oven and turned it into a powder, and the powder is so richly dark green. Great for minerals and other things, and just throwing in for people who don't like vegetables, maybe in your family. That moringa, yeah. I'm sorry, Shawnee.
Okay.
So then is the cyanide in the water and we just bottle that up for
Yeah,
another
and
day?
for your
Or is
enemies.
it in the
Yeah.
heat? It evaporates out of the is it
It's supposed to evaporate into the air, but I wouldn't
Okay.
trust the water either. Yeah, probably good. You know what? I should use it and see if it'll work on all those things that grow through the cracks on my
will it
paper
kill the
patio.
weeds?
Poison them.
Let's do that.
Yeah, hot cyanide
But the
water.
thing is that she's got to boil it first, and that's like, here, let's add some toxicity to our air in the house
Yeah,
here. That's
yeah,
great.
it's not
I
bad.
was
Yeah.
also curious about air quality. If it is leaving through
Right.
the steam, is that a breathable? Is cyanide
No, it's not that strong.
air?
It's just recommended that you do that. And yeah. Gosh, don't overthink it. You'll make me so anxious and paranoid
I know. We should.
now.
Yes, we better just stop.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No,
I
it's
do
fine.
have yams going crazy as far as the vines, but you have to wait for them to die back to harvest. I have sweet potatoes in the ground. This is like all volunteer stuff because I didn't
Wow.
even, focus on my garden too much this year. I focused on gathering fruit trees right in the middle of a drought, which was genius. That's just so genius. Yeah. So, but I do have also volunteer. I have roselle. I did plant the roselle. And I have what's called false roselle. We talked about it last night. It was green. It's green instead of like they have the cranberry hibiscus that turns red, but you can eat it like the cranberry hibiscus. You can just eat it right in the garden. And it has like a real, like a little acidic note, but it's really tasty, very tasty.
Wow. So back to this.
Open a window and use a fan.
Yeah.
No, not in 93 degree weather. I'm not. No, I hate, no.
Get an extension cord, go out to
Yeah.
where the canal is and have a little pot there and just let it go.
That's what I should do. Boy, get one of those turkey things that they fry in and maybe do it outside.
Once again, Miss Sharon. Thank you so very much. I think I'm yeah. So it's Shantae G. She receives a gift membership from Miss Sharon. Snooks receives a gift membership from Miss Sharon. Mountain Goat and Sylvia Lyles and Sherry Dixon. For those of you that might be watching the replay, those you've been gifted a membership. And Shawnee, can you explain how that works? Because I know I've listened to you, but I have not put it all into my head when they've been gifted.
Yeah, they've received a gift membership. It'll go to whatever email you have set up with YouTube, and it'll talk about you have these perks with Diva in the Dirt. You'll have that membership for around 30 days. I don't know the exact number. And then it's up to you to renew your membership if you'd like to continue to support the channel. And today you were gifted these by Miss Sharon if you come and see the replay.
Thank you. I haven't learned to, I've heard you say it a couple of times, but it's like, oh, I'm going to mess it up. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. For you saying that. So yes, they are well received. Thank you so much.
I have
so for me okay, show and tell. Let me put you up.
So this is a huge container of all the stuff that was well out of date in my pantry, and it'll go in my compost tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm a little sad that, I had to do that, but, I started thinking about things today, and I need room for my onions in there. I need room for my potatoes. So I needed to go through stuff. Now, I mean, the oldest date I found was 2023, but there's a lot of things I'll use even 12 months out of date, but past that, it can go to the compost.
Right. Well, the tub looked really, actually from here, it looks really good. It's like, oh, are we having a casserole? It looked like there was grated cheese in there and
I know, it's
cream. And
wondering.
it was like, this looks, what are we making? Are we having lunch?
There's like
Look
little
at
bits of grains. There's little bits of, like soup mixes, pancake mixes. I don't know. I think I must have had a screw loose because I had 5 bags of farro in there.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I don't use it.
I don't know what that
much.
is, but
I love
apparently,
it.
Right.
It's
I
a
don't know what it is.
grain. It
Okay.
it's great.
Is that the one that was in your video, Shawnee, near the end of farro? The ancient grain? Was it farro or?
Farro was not the mystery plant. You'll have to watch the video to find out.
Thank you.
well done.
So, I'm just going
Got
to
to watch to the end to figure it out.
Mother Earth Garden Club. So if you look at the bottom of your screen, and you'll see my name, Diva in the Dirt, and my little picture there. If you just go over a little bit to the right, it says join. And it basically costs $1 a month to be a part of Diva in the Dirt Club. And at this point, what I mostly do is I put up videos. You get to watch my videos before him, but I do want to actually do a few other little things. I'm learning from Shawnee, as she's just gotten memberships as well. Just some other things that we can do where it's just more exclusive for those that are in my my little Diva in the Dirt Club. So if that makes sense. I know, I think yeah, and when Miss Sharon gifts the 5 memberships, it's just randomly. It might not even be somebody that's here. It's just a random,
Yes, that's why I kind of giggled at the goat one. I'm like, I don't remember that account, but hey, good for you.
Yep, congratulations. But I have had a big influx of people over the last little bit, so it's not that I've seen. And some people have their channels. They don't have it public, so there is that.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, that's oh yeah. So
Right.
you both you and were both Shawnee and Carol. You guys were getting in there. So
Right.
yeah.
Yes. I have a branded account, Mother Earth. Some of the older accounts are branded. I have no idea what I clicked when I did it, and I cannot receive gift memberships anywhere. So if you have a branded account, you're out of that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So so one of the things we do is when the tomatoes come in, I've got a little thing called a tomato corer, so we'll just core it out. We used to do an X at the bottom of the tomato because we want skins to come off really easy. Once you throw them in the freezer, once they thaw, the skins come off. But we have such hard blenders. We're not doing the skinning thing. It's just like we just put it right through the blender, and it's all, you're getting all the nutrients from the tomato and the coloring and stuff. So we just pull it out and then stick it in the freezer. Now, if I am going to try to have enough, because this year I am going to make a salsa with everything from my own garden, except for the jalapenos. If I don't get any jalapenos, like there's some, but I have bought some, but it'll be my first time to go, this salsa is completely from the garden. So I'm excited about that. We've got 10 quarts of salsa made that Marissa did last week that was from the produce that I bought when we came home after my dad's 90th birthday. But that's one of our things. I hate dehydrating. I hate my dehydrator because it's like, 4 days, and you go, it's just,
it feels like that, right? Yeah.
And it's turning it on night and day. It's not super hot. for mine, and I just
Right.
I think it's just a piece of junk or something because what did I
Yeah.
do on it? It was, I think it was green onions. Like I trimmed all the green onions and it's just like, it's, 4 or 5 days and it's like, they're still not dry. So I hate doing that. And then
I
of course we do.
imagine Marissa will probably want to try that for sure. The
Actually,
fermentation
we
of
did
some.
last year. We did 3 different kinds. We videotaped it of doing fermented salsa, and we actually even put in some of the corn. I think it was corn that we'd grown in there, and we did three or four
Yeah.
different types of fermented salsa. It wasn't our favorite, it wasn't our favorite to have the salsa like that.
Had a funk.
Yeah. No, it wasn't the funk. It was still good. But we are not salsa eaters. We don't just like, hey, let's have
Right.
chips and salsa. The salsa that we make is a base for any Mexican cooking that we do. So whether we are doing, tacos, or we make our tortilla soup, or when I do, it's almost like a lasagna. I forget what it's called, but again, it's like that would be, we use the salsa as a base to have that freshness and not being, using all the chemical packages and stuff like that. So it's fermented salsa is kind of wasted on us on that. So, but it's delicious.
We talked about this last night in Carol's live. I did salsa. I did 5 of them and 3 of them failed. And then we were talking after the live, and I said the only thing I had done different was not heating the lids like I normally do.
Right.
And that's all I can attribute it to.
Right.
Because I had never had one, knock on wood, fail before, ever. But it was sad. It's a lot of work, so just think about that. Anybody who's, going to can.
She is going to put the salsa in the fridge and still use it. Just so you all know.
It is.
You probably could put it in the freezer.
Left, but
yeah, you could probably freeze it if it's a lot of salsa, and it'll still be okay. I've done that with my jalapenos when they've come in too quick. I've just chopped them up, put them in mason jars, and thrown them in. And then I found out you're not supposed to freeze mason jars.
No, you can freeze mason jars, but her headspace is not good for freezing. That wouldn't be good for freezing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would.
We'll get through them. They won't go to waste. I'll do them in something. It's just I wanted them in January. Not
right.
Yes, you're trying to preserve. Yes,
right. Exactly.
You'll have more coming in, and you'll do another batch. Yeah, for the future.
If we weren't trying to get away from plastics, I'd be like, just throw it in a plastic bag, flatten it, and stick them in your freezer. But
for this,
not
for this number 2 here on the screen, the thing I want to say is when you have, like Robin had, her whole table was covered, and she's looking at it going. You have to have a quick win. So that might be, like Diva talked about, freezing. It might be lacto fermenting something and then going, okay, I only have this to work with. And then I'm going to go into roasting for a day and chopping for a day and then canning. Right. You have to get the quick win out of the way.
That is right. That is true. We really need that gratification.
Yes.
Because then you go, I got something done, and it helps you it kind of gives you that motivation. Because if you don't, you just if you're anything like me and you start getting overwhelmed, you go, okay, I'm not leaving my bed. I'm not leaving my bed. Right. Maureen, you have to leave your bed. The chickens need you. Okay, I'll leave my bed for the chickens, but then I'm back in. Maureen, the tomatoes are rotting. I
have to say too, using the kitchen shears are just wonderful. Instead of just chopping, sitting and just going.
Especially for fresh herbs. No. Yeah. I went on a rampage a couple of years ago of buying. They're not expensive. Like they're just from the a package of 3, and they're not expensive. So you know that they're not good quality, but it was just like, you go, now I have in my little tool turnabout, it's like, I've got, 8 pairs of shears. This is awesome.
Right. And you can chop and freeze those. Like it doesn't matter if you're going to make salsa out of it, it can break down in the freezer a little bit. If you're chopping like your tomatoes and you get just wiped, you can throw them one day in a bag. You'll be fine. You'll be fine just one day in a bag in the freezer, and then move on to your next thing, and then put them all together and can it.
So when I was making the salsa, I was using the immersion blender, and because I don't want to put it in the Vitamix and turn it into soup,
Right.
Right. But there were still a few chunks, so I just took those shears like you're talking about and cut the big chunks a few times in the pot just to get them small. So those kitchen shears come in handy all the time.
I have a ton, Mobius, but I'll use just the regular orange Fiskars. Also, I'll keep some of those extra.
I thought you were going to talk about felt scissors. I said orange. You said orange. I'm like, not the felt scissors.
No, not
I'll even grab. Yeah, I think these. I don't. Oh yeah, I can't see what they are. In this.
I have.
These are Fiskars. It's like
they're great.
It's now a kitchen scissor.
Fiskars is the name brand I always bought for my art classrooms, and they're great scissors. And I keep the orange ones, and then I also have I can't say the name. They're German, and they come apart, and they're part of my knife block that I keep too for more heavy duty stuff.
Yeah, the ones that come apart, I don't know what it is. It's like it's about 18 tries before I get it. It's like, try it this way. Nope, try it this way. Nope, try it. Nope, nope. Nope. And it's like, here's a child when I need one to put the scissors together.
After I clean them, I'm like that. I'm like, is it?
That's why I love it, because these clean so nicely.
They do.
But you are right. It is, it's a...
It's like a puzzle at first.
Together.
Yeah, they're great.
But it shouldn't be.
What is this for? What is this little part right here for?
That's a pop bottle opener. Pop bottle opener.
Okay.
Here, I'll put
Probably
you big.
Could use it to pop your jars too.
Yeah, your jars. You could also do jars.
Yeah,
and it does look like you can cut with it still. It looks a little bit sharp.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
in that little part there.
It's sharp. It's very sharp.
That's a multi-purpose tool.
Yeah,
that's really nice. Are those Fiskars?
Those are Fiskars.
And you just take them apart. You put them in the top rack in the dishwasher.
Those are nice. Yeah, I just used the cheapy ones that didn't come apart.
These were not expensive, Carol.
I'm gonna get some more then. Love it.
They were not expensive. I don't remember how much, but
Fiskars are reasonable. They're great. Even with their garden tools too, I'm seeing in the big box stores, Fiskars has some pretty good prices for garden tools, and they last pretty well.
Yes, they have a great krug, a black krug that's divided for harvesting, and then you have holes in the bottom. Fiskars.
What's going on? Why am I hearing double? Even with their garden tools too. How is it sharing? You share?
No, that's me. I'm just trying to I'll mute this one here. There. Okay. Now you can't.
Mother Earth, if you're not on a laptop or a desktop, you won't see it. If you're on a phone, they don't show it.
Miss Sharon might have a link for you to click directly.
Yeah.
So I just thought I would put this up like this. So this is the screen. Oh, now I got to take away my banner. And so if you look right here, like I said, where at the bottom, there is my little picture. And over here is this join button. And that means to join. They should actually say, join for memberships. And it will look like
say membership.
Yeah. Join this channel. And I did used to have other levels, but it's like, I don't have that anymore. So I just went $1 a month. That's pretty doable. But yeah, I think I what I had created was the us here with us here with us here with us here. It would be going and going and going. But anyway, so yeah, so I would like to get a freeze dryer.
Me too.
Eventually, I think I do want one. You
Yeah,
It's a big
know,
commitment.
it
It's much.
is.
the
Right.
it's the hip chip or you know, it's like everybody, all the hip chicks got them. So I wouldn't mind to get a freeze dryer, I think, and I would like to get a better
Yeah.
dehydrator.
I've
Okay, so number 3, Shawnee, are you planning or did you plant a fall garden this year, Shawnee? If yes,
Johnny.
what's in it, Shawnee? If no, what's your reason for skipping? Oh, that's not you, Shawnee.
Oh, yes, I am in zone 4B, 5A. My estimated first frost date is sometimes October 5th, actually. And I was able to
Oh.
solarize a garden space that was full of weeds and grass. It didn't have anything worth growing in it. So, because I'm lucky enough to have enough space to just have a separate area for a fall garden. So, once it was solarized, it was a clean slate. I am using grass clippings as a mulch, which I've never done before, and we were able to plant. I started plants with on my channel. It was a live stream. We talked about the lettuce and cabbages and broccoli, and I didn't label anything, so we were like, well, these leaves look different, and this looks healthy, so let's up pot it. And so those are all transplanted out there, and we have radish and carrots,
Amazing.
kohlrabi, Swiss chard, kale, turnips. We did another round of bush beans, which are tender to frost. They will die once the frost comes, but I have enough time, hoping to have enough time where they'll have a harvest, and then the frost will just compost them. And then I have 2 types of peas, and we want something that's short and quick. We don't have time
Right.
for infrastructure building for our peas for our fall garden this year.
That's amazing. Yeah, and when I see your fall garden, it's like, Maureen, you could do it. And then when, you know, and cilantro is one of my favorite things. And it's like, yeah, so I was seeing Robin Gardens is saying to make sure that you know, keep planting every single week your cilantro. And it's like, Maureen, you could go do that. You could do that.
Right. Right.
Maureen, do you want to know how long I drove around with it in my car? And she asked me, did you plant it today? And I'm like, no, it's still in the car. I'm just telling you, it took a month, I think, before that happened.
I love
did
that we are all so really honest, like that
Yes.
we're not, you know, it's like, oh
Yeah.
yes, of course I've got, you know, it's
Yes.
the equinox of the July, you know, 37th moon that I go and I plant, and I'm just whisking away all my cilantro. It's like, no, they were stuck in my car, and it was like, and then when I'm out there, I forget, take them with you out of the car. But then when I'm out, I say, they're in the car. I'm not going back to the car to go get them. Anyway,
I
Robert,
carry
what were you
zinnias around in my wallet.
Sitting right over there at the corner of the table.
Yeah.
You have what?
They're still sitting there. They're not
Pack
in
of peas.
brown.
Mother Earth found it.
Yeah, Mother Earth.
Bravo.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining the Diva Club. Thank you so
Awesome.
very much. Do appreciate
Yeah.
that. Mhm. Yeah, no, it's when I see your garden planted, Shawnee, it does really encourage me to do it. It's like just because you could just do, you know, even just some lettuce. Because I have till like the end of November.
Okay.
I have a lot of time.
You could do just some lettuce.
I could.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Do you have
You're,
any gardeners by you, Maureen, that sell starts? Because my
Sorry?
friend in BC mainland does, and so you can't do that here. They don't do false starts.
No, that's true.
Here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ours are bad too here. They're like not, you know, they put things out at the wrong time. They put them out for your timing up north. Yeah. So
That
by
makes
the time
no
we go,
sense.
no. Look, I have to say the L store, it's blue, is getting better about bringing in more tropicals, which is great. I even saw one of the tropical spinaches out front, although it did look like somebody was boxing with all of them. They all looked they all looked a little rough, and they were like I think it was like 24, but it's a perennial, so it's going to keep going down here. But yeah, a lot of the stores go with the northern schedule, so by the time we're ready to plant, they don't have the right plants. Their starts for us to just plug in.
Mm-hmm. So,
Oh.
Robin, do you also have do you have fall gardening going on? Do you have some plants in?
I do. Spinach and cilantro are the most recent additions.
Right.
I earlier I put in lettuce for the intent of fall, but I've only got one.
Mhm.
I have one
Oh,
more
okay.
lettuce.
Okay.
So that's all I'll have. I have a lot of things that are just gonna keep going.
Mhm.
You know, I sow my beets so intensely that when I twist out the big ones, there's always little ones.
Mhm.
I did
Mhm.
3 successions of carrots. So I've pulled the first one. The second one is just about ready, and then the third one won't be until probably October.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's like things. Well, I'm still struggling with, the dill. I have like, hello, but it's like I probably could try to get some dill in because dill, cilantro, parsley, going and planting those things, I would be able to get them, if they can grow in abundance here still. And then it's like chop it, put it in the freezer, and now you've got fresh parsley, fresh cilantro, fresh dill, all of those great herbs. So
And
yeah,
the
so
parsley will probably winter over
oh
in your
yeah, yeah.
climate.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does it. And same with my like the kind of the chives or the green onions. They grow and they'll grow unless we get a really heavy snowfall. They'll just keep growing and if you get a heavy snowfall, they'll die down, but they come right back up. There is like a huge murder of crows out in I thought I was hearing the chickens, but it's like nope, I am hearing like and I just saw them and it's like the sky was pretty dark. So anyway, those of you in the chat, yes, you can freeze dill. I learned that from my mama. And it's wash it, stick it into your freezer bag. You don't. Well, you can dry it off a bit. Stick it in the freezer bag, and then whenever you need some dill, you just come and snip it, and it thaws almost instantly once it's out of the cold.
Do you want to see
And
some? Is it Mother Earth? Yeah. Do you want to see it, Mother Earth?
see some of your gorgeous dill that you
The
have.
frozen, like frozen versus
Yeah.
fresh. Like if
Hmm.
she's okay.
I think that would be
All right.
awesome, Shawnee. You could do that.
Yes.
Yes, please.
That's when I would love a freeze dryer too, is for the herbs
Mhm.
too, to have
Yeah.
the herbs that way. They'll just
Mhm.
keep a little better because I keep a lot of my herbs and spices. I keep them in my refrigerator door because it's food.
Yeah.
And because we have a lot of humidity here. So
So Lark says fall peas are popping up. Second
Yay.
round of zucchini. Wow, bunching onions, carrots, and still have my summer peppers, maters, and cucumbers going strong. And the noodle beans. I know that's one of
those
your
noodle
favorites.
beans. Yeah.
The noodle beans. Yeah.
I love the way
So
they grow.
anyone
Go ahead.
else? Anyone else that is starting a fall garden or has a fall garden, I would like to I'd like to know that in the chat if you could let us know. And I'm just going to close this down here so that we can see what you're going to show us, Miss
So this
Shawnee.
is
Oh.
fresh.
Oh.
So like
Look at that.
I grow tetra, so it's supposed to have more of the frilly frowny parts, and then it is
Wow.
starting to do seed heads, which I'm fine with because I would like it to establish itself because this is the first time planting it at the offsite garden. And then I have just a Ziploc bag that I pulled out of the freezer, and here is what I don't have my big light on. The dill looks like
Yeah. See, it's like
from the
it's not like
freezer
it's like
versus.
it would be like it's fresh.
See how it's darker? That's this is a little bit thicker, harder feeling. This is more soft, but I mean, it smells like dill, and I've used
Yeah.
it in a dressing,
Mm-hmm.
frozen.
Mm-hmm. It's a great way to preserve it and still have that freshness. Let me bring this back
Yes.
up. No, definitely.
Beautiful dill.
Oh, look
Gorgeous.
at. Oh,
So
yeah. Another
I
one
make,
that just,
I make these for presents.
I love that.
And see how vivid that color
oh,
is?
here, let me just,
Mm-hmm.
And
It is.
it's still, it's from 2022. Um,
Are you putting an oxygen absorber in there with those bags to keep it? So
I don't.
That
But
looks great.
it's when you buy it in the store, it's like a gray color.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right.
That's a pretty,
It is.
green
Mhm.
color, even this amount of time later.
What
Plus,
type of
this-
dehydrator did you use for that, Robin? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
I have an Excalibur,
You have the
Excalibur.
Excalibur too. Yeah,
and
that name keeps
I'm
coming
just
up.
gonna tell you that these are really, really good. They're like a food grade packet. I
Yep.
think they advertise them to do like coffee
Tea.
beans or something.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
tea too. I've seen people
And
who sell teas use those
Yes.
bags.
and a nice gift. I mean,
Yes.
Christmas
Beautiful.
is coming.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely.
It is,
Beautiful.
Robin. Christmas is coming.
It
And
is.
people who don't grow dill very well love to get dill gifts.
But
Gifts of
yeah,
dill.
there you go.
I
I've
just
got
love when Shawnee was there. Were I think I don't know whose
I
live
got
it was on.
these seeds
She was-
coming for you.
oh, yes, awesome. And Shawnee's like holding it like as if it's like
Yes.
a bouquet, and it's like of roses. It's like, oh my gosh, I want that bouquet of roses. Okay, let's keep moving on here. So, what is something you let go of in this season? Maybe a garden task, a crop, or even a household chore that didn't make the cut, so you could focus elsewhere. I'll go first.
Mm,
Folding my laundry.
mm.
Hmm. Anybody else? Anybody else going to be honest?
Oh, housework.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get invited into my house during most of garden season because it's not guest worthy. Most of it.
Mhm.
I mean, the kitchen, the bathrooms,
Right.
and the bedrooms are clean, but all of the main areas
Mhm.
we are
Yeah.
full of tomatoes and garden stuff. And I have a
Right.
very patient husband. Thank you.
That's awesome.
I
Mhm.
told my husband about your sheets of seeds tonight to let him know that it could go much worse with my seed collecting in the kitchen. I'm like, this is nothing. I heard about people who do it with the sheets from beds. I'm like, it's my new friend Robin. She does that. And he was just like, okay. He has to see a visual example. And then he'd be like, oh, I let my whole garden go. Basically, I just go out there and water right now. The
Mhm.
plants are hungry and they're crying. They're like, feed us, please, soon. Because I
Mhm.
am actually the opposite. Because it's so hot as Hades here, I am focusing on the house first and
Yeah.
getting painting done and moving everything around. And yeah, but I'm still collecting plants because I'm insane,
Mhm.
and I've had some die because of that. But I can't help it. I see
Mhm.
a really pretty plant and I just have to take it home. It's like it needs to be adopted.
Mhm. Miss Shawnee?
Okay, let's see, garden task. The weeding,
Yeah.
because I don't live there and
Yeah.
I have 11 garden
Right.
spaces, it's like that developed new skills. I learned solarizing. I'm now collecting grass for mulch.
Clippings. Mhm.
That's stuff that I
Yes.
can now use every year. Yeah.
Right. Right.
A crop. I had a goal to grow rows of cut flowers this year. Has anyone seen cut flowers in my garden tour? Nope.
I think I saw you
Uh,
do some cut flowers once. I think you. I
there's
think I saw one little
not
bouquet.
not what I was like, not
Yeah.
rows. And then the chores, yeah. Table doesn't get cleaned off at night. I don't mop, really. Um,
Mhm.
don't fold laundry, but I do the basics. I have the things I do
Yes.
before I leave for the garden.
Yes.
What's all over my keyboard? Oh, it was the dill. There's dill all over.
Right.
So that's yeah.
Mhm. I'm like you. Where actually I don't
Mhm.
do a lot of weeding, but I did spend the time this year, growing with the garden cloth at the offsite garden, and then just, making the holes and letting the plants. And that's really cool because it's like, it makes it really easy when I need to go, okay, squash plant, you have way too much over here. I need to, and I can just slide it and I can unravel them. And I'm not fighting where I'm seeing weeds everywhere. So that part is good. I'm not a big person that does all the weeding anyway. Like, it's like, you know what? Yeah, thanks. I'm just not interested in, wasting energy on that. Did I also give up something? Well, I was, again, last year, I think every video, I've said it before, it was like, I think, 4 out of 6 videos all said, I'm late, in the season, which I wasn't because of our temps and stuff. But this year, there are some things where it's like, yeah, I didn't get the garlic. The garlic is still in the ground here at the home. So I let go of some things like that, where it's like, I wasn't going to go break my back. And not that's physically, but it's like, with whatever I'm dealing with at the moment, it's like, you know what? I've already planted garlic for 2026. It's in there. It's going to come up in really close clusters, but I've already got the garlic in. Yay. It's done. Yes, nature's cover crop. So that would be my thing. And then, all right. So again, this is kind of going to the same thing. So how do you balance the garden with family, work, and personal life? Are there rhythms, routines, and non-negotiables that help you manage the juggle? That's what I'd like to know from people, because that's where I'm really can't find the garlic anymore. So you're in the same boat as me. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna let it go.
I think it's so hard because we live in a time where everybody is showing like what they talk about their highlight reel, and then we compare it to our real life, like, all these little shorts where everything is just perfectly cultivated and curated, and they're, showing you that one corner, but just like this room that we've talked about, I've got boxes everywhere and you're just seeing this one corner. I think it's a lot of that going on too in gardens. It's they're showing you the best parts of their garden. And Robin and I even talked about this before. They're probably going and grabbing some bonnie plants and shoving them in the holes that, of the things that died to get that perfection. But I think it's not getting overwhelmed. It's more of the thing that I find rather than balance, because balance is so out there for me. I don't know if I've ever had like balance, like perfect balance, where I feel this harmony in my life and nothing is going awry, or not feeling, like you say, late for something.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Yeah. How about you,
we're
Robin?
not Martha Stewart. We don't have 200 people behind us helping us do everything.
No.
Go ahead, Robin. Sorry.
No, that's okay. So, Al and I start the day by saying, what I need his help with out there. And then he will help me with, whatever I need help with. And then, he goes and does his thing. It's been a hard year though, because it's been so dang hot.
Yeah.
So we can't just get always that thing done in the morning because it's too hot, and we give it up and then have to come back to it again in the afternoon, it kind of breaks up the routine. What was the other question, Maureen?
So are there rhythms, routines, and non-negotiables that help you manage the juggle?
Yeah, routines, because we always try to get the watering done in the morning. And now before I water, I usually try to harvest, pre-watering. And after that, there's no real set routine. It's just kind of ad hoc, because, you go out to the garden and something's going to, change it. I know tomorrow after this snowstorm, we're going to be, I'm sure, out there trying to shore up some plants that got injured.
Yeah. Assessing and fixing. Yeah. That's right. So, Miss Shawnee, how about you?
Okay, so the family comes with me to the garden. I go to the garden to get away from my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
I work at night when I don't garden. Rhythms, routines, non-negotiables to help you. Well, right, like right now, the thing I'm sweating about is we didn't get the rain I thought we were going to get. And is it going to rain tonight? So now I'm going
Right.
to have water, and it takes a lot of time. I don't
Mhm.
have the right equipment to do it efficiently, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And water would make the plants need the water.
Yes.
The
Yes.
tomatoes, trimming the tomatoes doesn't need to happen, but the water needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I used to have rhythms and routines, but I don't really right now.
No, when that's the thing is how when something and let me just Outback Tasmania. Thank you so
Yay.
much for becoming a YouTube member, a Diva in the Dirt member. Thank you so very much. Welcome to Sprouting Diva. I
Yes.
appreciate that.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. Yes. So sorry to interrupt you, but it's no, because I did kind of have a little train of thought there. You have that routine and you need that routine, but when something comes up where you go, there, I'm not sure if like is it wrong? Well,
Mhm.
because you have some construction going on at your house, right? Is
Yeah.
that okay for me to share? I'm not going to share but
Yeah.
it's like that. Just like you go, here's my routine, and now you
Mhm.
have this thing coming in,
Yeah.
and
I'm now taking my
and you got to
pets to the
babysit.
garden.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Wow.
Because it's like she's not in a safe environment, and so you go, how do you get back
Mhm.
where you go, oh yeah, I need to keep the babies alive, I need to keep the plants alive, I need to keep my house intact, and because something could go wrong with these people that are digging holes in
Yeah.
your yard,
It
you
has.
know
Yeah.
and it
Oh.
has, and it's like not to be,
Mhm.
you're not safe, so you're like, okay, take all of my things to my happy place,
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's like your routine's out.
Absolutely.
How do you find that balance? Well, you
Mhm.
go and get cake.
Right. Right.
There's
That
yes.
that's like
Anyone doesn't
that's
know.
therapy. That's the therapy to continue to keep doing like what I think Lark said, fly by the seat of your pants when you've got something
Mhm.
big like that going on that entered your life.
Yeah.
You
The
just did
weather
it.
also really controls my routine or rhythm because there's weeks where I have to go before noon because it's too hot. And then there's
Mhm.
weeks where I could be there from noon to 5 and it's beautiful and I can get all this work done. So it constantly changes. And then now
Mhm.
personal life is in there.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what my thing is, and depending on like the situation that I've got going on, like I've still got my government stuff going on, and I had forgotten, and we went and did my dad's birthday. We got home, and I was just in this weird. I had this weird feeling of despondency, and it was like, what's wrong with me? And chatted with Marissa, and she goes, well, Mom, you do know that you're still dealing with the SVT. It's now been like, we're at 8.5 months, right? Or eight, yeah, yes, 8, almost 9 months. And as soon as she said it, I just kind of started to well up with tears, and it was like, oh, okay, right. It was like, you don't have a normal life right now, Maureen. So why are you like, talking to yourself as if, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing these things. And it's like, you know what? I need to have my mental health and my physical health be better. Then I got to go out there and get the garlic, or I got to go. And it's like, you know what? That can wait. That can wait. Because if I need to just, um, sit back, rest, and think about Shawnee Grove's favorite cake, well, then that's what I'm going to do. And if that's going to bring me a little spark of peace or joy, that's what I need to do. So
I think
that's
that
all I have.
really ties in, Maureen, to your I'm not really going to do a fall garden, but now maybe some herbs, right? Because it's like you need some rest and restore time.
Yes. Yes. I think we talked about that on my channel one time, and it was like to give
Uh-huh.
yourself permission to rest and to take care of yourself and to cultivate yourself because, a garden's not a garden if
Yes.
it doesn't have a
Yes.
gardener to garden it. Like,
No, this is true. But
Yeah.
in this world, like we're not just
Right.
gardeners, right?
Yeah.
We have
No,
families.
no.
So
Yeah.
our first thing is we have families, and then we're gardening and we're trying to keep things alive. And now we're also content creators. And so you're the star, the director, the props person, and you're everything. And you have to, and you're doing that. Like I am working on my channel to actually be a stream of income so that I'm not having as much, financial pressure or just stresses and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm working towards that. So it's like, again, I have to remember, get up and make another video, Maureen, get up and make another video, Maureen. And so there are days where it's like, I'm a little bit pooped, but it's like, it's part of the business, right?
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. But non-negotiables, I think, like it depends on the stage of life you're in. Like I just asked Mobius, who's saying like they refuse kind of to live in crisis. And I asked, do you have children? Because they can just all of a sudden cause a crisis in the middle of the day, like whatever they get into. But even, husbands can do that. Like things just happen that intertwine with your life or just throw it off track. But I have to say, sometimes the routine, I will be doing the routine and there's things that come up in the midst of the routine, like doing the laundry, like getting the dinner ready, like just driving my kid to work and picking her up. And I get through with the day and my husband's home and then he's doing his things at home and it's dark already. And I'm like, I've got to go water in the dark. If I didn't even get outside yet today. And sometimes I get upset because it's like, when will it not be like being stuck on that wheel?
Yeah.
And I have done what Mobius said about, doing it in increments, like setting your timer and say, I'm going to give this thing 15 minutes of my time and I'm going to set the timer and give it 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
And yeah, it helps. It definitely helps to focus.
Yeah, I love this little saying that you've said, CR. Sits beside the sunflower and listens intently. But I do have to slip away because I just noticed that when you said something about you going out to water in the dark, and I went, I have to go put my chickens up. So I will be back shortly. So you guys can just talk amongst yourselves. But and I did want to go in here and also say, not only are we the star and the director, we're also the editor and we're producer and catering.
Yes. We're the whole production crew. Everything.
I don't know where the caterer is. The caterer did not show up again. I'm firing her.
Right? I would love to have catering. That would be awesome. Oh my God.
So to Mobius's point, where she said, it has been my mission not to live in any kind of crisis. And just, I think news. I used to be a news junkie. And news,
totally.
It's not good. They sensationalize all the bad stuff, all the crap. They don't tell you all the warm, fuzzy, good stuff. Well, sometimes they do, but not much. It's usually the crap, right?
Right.
And it will just bring your mood right down. So I don't do it. I will get news, a little bit through Facebook. If it's really important, my husband will, tell me about it or whatever, but I don't go seeking the news. And I find that I am genuinely a much happier and healthier person because of that.
Right.
That's kind of my little thing. The other thing, somewhere in here, she said that she tries to do something fun.
Yeah, make ice cream, a movie, a nap.
Yeah.
That's something I need to add. Make sure that I find something fun. I mean, because right this time of year, I just have to go out in the garden, and that's fun for me. But it isn't necessarily fun for Al. So
right. I'm bad about that, doing the fun. That's why I'm trying to organize my house so I can have a little more fun, if that makes sense. So I can have that space where I can go, oh, here's my art stuff. I could have like 15 minutes and paint a rock if I wanted to.
Mhm.
And right now I just don't have that set up to where I can do that. But yeah, absolutely. I think that's really important. But yeah, I don't do news. And I try to avoid some of the regurgitation that we find on YouTube. The only thing I do have to do is I have to pay attention to the weather, and most gardeners do. But with Shawnee's storms, and then also we have hurricanes, you have to pay attention to things like that that can be catastrophic. Oh, look at you, Lark. Wait till she gets back. That's wonderful. We'll leave it up here. A crust eaten in peace is better than a banquet partaken in anxiety, a soft fable. I love that. I love that quote. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yep. But yeah, I definitely try to tone it down. I have cut people out of my life who cause a lot of crisis and cause a lot of drama, because I just can't do it. With a special needs child, he can just do that in an instant with something, and I can't figure out what is bothering him. And yeah, that's what I meant. Like with children, and they can get hurt, and you're rushing off somewhere to get them bandaged up. But just like Robin said, nope, no news. I kind of shut down as much negativity. But for me, I tend to be very an overthinker, like an internal overthinker. And sometimes it can get negative. So I have to be careful. Absolutely be careful.
Oh, analysis paralysis. That's me.
Oh, I hate that. Yes, I have that.
It's
perfection.
retirement because I have time now.
Right.
I can analyze it. I don't have to just get it done because I only have the
Right.
weekend to get it done.
I know.
Analysis paralysis. That's what I call it anyway.
And I know I listen to Shawnee, and we're friends off of YouTube, and it's like I know she's got like what she goes through. I could saint her right here. I could just put a little halo over her because yeah, she's pretty amazing. And she's raising 3 children, and just to keep them alive through the day because they're all different personalities, as we know. Raising kids, they all come out different. I had
Every
the
single
easy
one of them has had an issue this week, and borderline medically emergency issue. Every one
Yeah.
of them this week.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
stop.
Yeah. Mobius, I used to have a good listening dog, and then she passed away. She would just sit in my lap, and she was the sweetest thing. But I have to say, this one that's much younger and is very much puppy. The other dogs that we've had previously, if you would like cry, they didn't understand. Like they didn't know what to do. This one seeks you out. She hears you and she seeks you out, comes over and she'll lick your face. And even though she's a handful, it was like, oh, you're just really sensitive. In fact, my daughter and I joke that she's also on the spectrum. Some of the things that she does, she just might be our little spectrum dog. But yeah, animals are amazing. If you're an animal person, they definitely are therapeutic. But they can also be a problem too. Like, I mean, we've got a headache going on with her, and I know Shawnee's got this little cat.
Shawnee, I totally agree. You commented, I really turned to YouTube to have fun.
Yes.
I agree. It's
Me
the
too.
community. It's the like-minded people. You get the answers to your questions. Like
Right.
you girls yesterday with my,
Yes,
why did I have 3 of them fail?
Mhm.
They knew right away.
Community is something that came up over at Radio J Talk today, and you can be in all these different communities and you can get something out of every single one of them, but I really do stick to the gardening community, especially right
Right.
now, but especially in the winter. I guess it's just
Yeah.
especially all the time because I'm obsessed and addicted to it. But there's always something to talk about. There's always a problem to solve. There's always a thing to plan.
Right. Right. There's
And
always
the
brains
gardening,
to pick too. I love that. Sorry, Robin.
no,
I love that. Go ahead.
in general, the gardening community is kind.
Yeah.
They're a special group of people, and they're kind. You know, you can get out in other YouTube areas, and you know, people are just mean. Um, it can happen in some of the garden ones, but in general, you know, it just draws a kind group of people that you want to be close to, you want to be around, surround yourself with.
Mhm.
That's what I
Yes. Yes, I agree. You up? Oh, well, they do look sad when you up pot them because they sometimes go through a little bit of a shock. Hopefully, they'll be okay.
I can't believe you can
Your
grow
carnations.
carnations out back Tasmania.
I know.
I can't do that here.
Yeah, Mobius, I did too. I did when I was taking care of my mom, like Shawnee said, I turned to YouTube and it really did help. And especially because it was around that time when we were all kind of home
Mhm.
and inside for that special period of our lives. And yeah, YouTube was helping, I think, me stay even keel for my family, just by what you said, like relaxing and chatting with people that were like-minded about, you know, gardening. And I don't know if I'm addicted to it.
Hmm.
I definitely have a
Oh,
love
I'm
for
sorry. How
it.
many plants did you buy this year?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I get, well, like what Lark said, I'm more ADHD. I have 100 things and I get excited, and then it's like I was showing you the ladies last night my bread books, and I got a bread. I have you know, wheat here, wheat berries. I have a hand grinder in case, you know, we lose power. So I'm set up to try and make bread. Now I can't really eat it, so but I have the, you know, stuff here to do it, to make it on my own. Things like that. Like I'll just get all the things for it and then move on to something
I'll
else.
hyper focus. Absolutely, Carol.
And
I'll
that,
hyper focus and get obsessed with something for, I don't know, it could
yes.
be 2 days, it could be 20, it could be 200 days. And then it's just phew, where did that go?
Yes.
are you both Geminis?
No, I'm
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm a Leo. I'm a
Hmm.
Leo.
I go
July
by
baby.
I go by Aquarius, but I could be at a Capricorn depending on which stars you follow from what period
Right.
of
Right.
when they decided that.
Yeah.
It's on the day of my birthday is when it changes.
Yeah. No,
And I was
I'm
born
married.
early, so go
I'm
ahead.
married to Gemini.
Carol, you didn't say that nice at all. I'm married
I'm
to
a
Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh,
Are ya?
sorry. Sorry.
Well, you're not
Robin,
married to Robin, so
Robin, yeah, no. Yeah. So
Flip from one
but you
thing to
know, I
another.
didn't know for years. I don't go by that, so I didn't know he was one. But I have another Gemini. They're all different. You guys are all different, just like all the Leos are. We're all different.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, that's funny. Sorry, Robin. I didn't mean to.
Oh
That was
no,
more
it's just a very much a Gemini trait to flip from one thing to another.
yeah, yeah.
I thought
It's
maybe there
more.
was something going on with my personality that
Yeah,
has a
I think.
label word language somewhere, but I
Yeah, I
haven't
have a
cared to
little
learn
ADHD
if
element.
it's
No P.
yeah, I don't know.
Possibly. Yes, I do. I know I do. I have it. But you know, but that's a artists can be like that anyway. I don't know if I would even say it's star sign. It's just temperament, personality, just the way my brain works too. Like I've always been like what Shawnee said. Get super hyper focused on something and then it's like whoop. And it's the same thing with food. I'll just get really focused in. I just will have the same meal over and over again. And it's just really good. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm done. I can't have that anymore for a while.
Oh, the food I
Oh,
get
there's the
obsessed with
book.
too. Oh, there's the book. Yeah.
So last night I didn't pull this out during Carol's live, but this is a cookbook that I've had for a while, and so I spent some time going through it, mostly to find recipes for things that I'm growing right now. Found a nice
Mm.
recipe for gazpacho. And on the
Oh,
internet, I found a very nice recipe for a cucumber soup. You know, both are cold
oh,
soups.
Yeah.
Because we all talked about how we all like soup so much. So that's kind of somewhat related to our topic tonight, using
Yes.
your harvest and making things. I'm not
That's
preserving
called.
it.
There you
Check
go.
it out. We've got a Lark's Homesteadish
Oh,
gift.
so sweet.
Thank you so much.
So sweet.
And I love that Shawnee always puts it on. Cheers, your gift is well received. Thank you
Yes.
so much. You are such a blessing to me, Larks. So thank you.
Absolutely. Sorry, but we're way down here. We're down
yeah, I was scrolling and it was like, what's this orange? Hokey Dinah. So bless you.
Good Gemini.
But thank you for sharing that, Robin, for the book, even though we couldn't get it in last night. If you haven't seen my live from last night, please go over. It has all of us lovely ladies on it. And yeah, you will hopefully enjoy it if you are concerned about your biome and your gut biome and things that you can grow for it. And Shawnee brought out something very important. You probably already are growing it. What? I am ignoring that, Aiden. Sociopaths do what? Also, what do you mean?
Like, which part of our conversation?
Which part?
Full sentences.
Yes, full sentences, please.
So one thing I did want to say is like, because I also had to put away the Forno oven and stuff. And actually when I walked out, it was like, oh, right. Because I have 2 chickens and they tag team broodiness. So it's either Gwendolyn. And then when Gwendolyn kind of, gets it all back together and her body, starts adjusting, she comes in and then she tags Priscilla and Priscilla goes, fine, I'll be the broody one. So when I walked out, I went, oh, I forgot you're in the chicken hospital. You need to come out too. And so we got her into bed. Well, I did try to put her up on the roosting bars, but she says, no, I need to go sit in the nesting box. So I thought, I'm not going to fight you because sometimes I will fight them and just keep putting them up, but I'll just take her out. But as I'm walking in, and I'm thinking of this conversation and I'm thinking of, it's once a week, for over 2 days, we all spend time together, us chatting here and those in the chat. And, and it brings such community and it brings such peace. And I'm seeing my twinkle lights and it's just, just getting to that darker twilightness. And it's just like, this is this beautiful place of peace. And it doesn't matter, Maureen, if you don't have your garlic. It doesn't matter if that, it's about, as I'm looking at this, it's like, this is just so tranquil and lovely. And we're having this kind of in-depth conversation and encouraging and laughing. And it's like, that's what this is about, being in a community and sharing our lives together, and not judging one another. When we don't put in a fall garden, when, you see Shawnee's beautiful fall garden, I don't have to judge myself about that. And then you taunt me with the dill right beside you. Really?
No, this is something else. So I don't have my big light on. This is just my reminder to seed save. It's
wait.
cilantro, so like coriander seed, right? But
Oh,
look,
you
it's
got it
just
to
like
go
this
to
in my
seed.
kitchen.
Awesome.
So I will get to this when the snow flies, right?
Yes.
It can just stay this way, and then I'll sit and do the weird, tedious stuff. So I'm just reminding everyone to seed save, and you'll get to it.
Exactly.
That's what it was there for.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that you were taunting me. I just like to.
Should I go like this? That camera a little.
Just wear it in your lap.
Just right.
hold it
and
right in
then
your
just
lap.
every so often take off a piece and just.
So delicious and fresh.
One day I'm going to grow dill like Shawnee grows. I'm going to grow it. I will get it. I know I've got seeds coming from Robin Gardens, who also has, why do you have life-size dill in your garden, Robin? Okay, so we're going to chat about that Mother Earth Garden Club. So one of the things that cilantro does is that it removes the heavy metals and it detoxes you. In the past, they say that it's a genetic, there's people that like it and people that don't. And the people that don't, it's a gene mutation in your body. It's not. It's too many heavy metals. And so when you do eat cilantro, and the more that you eat it, you're actually detoxing out the heavy metals. And you could grow accustomed to go, I actually like cilantro, which is what my daughter's story is, because she hated it. And now she's like, she loves cilantro. And that, so it's like, if you can muster up the courage to go, it doesn't taste like soap. It doesn't taste, it's cleaning my body. It's just, to try to get it in there. What the heck are you saying? 1,000 seeds? That's amazing. Yes. Tzatziki time. Yes. That's awesome. Okay. And I think, Carol, you can actually, I think you are able. So we've already talked about our non-negotiables, and we're almost done here. Okay, this is an important one. What is your favorite quick meal or recipe when the harvest is overwhelming? The go-to dish that you can just throw together when you don't want to think. Go.
BLT.
Mm-hmm.
A roast with all the veggies in it.
Mm-hmm.
In an Instapot.
Wait, that went by too fast for me, because I was over in the side chat and realized I was still muted.
Put the
'cause I was
banner back
typing.
up.
Yeah, could you put the banner back up? That was too quick.
Oh, I didn't realize that I'd taken it down. Silly me.
What's your favorite?
So I love doing smokies in our air fryer, because I can take them from frozen to, and we just use the keto, kind of a tortilla wrap. And it's like 20 minutes from frozen. Like I'll take them out, throw them in there, and put it on for 20 minutes, and we've got dinner. I like more, like we do the batch cooking, and we'll do big pots of something so that I can just grab it and go. So that's one of mine.
I love this.
Amen.
Shit.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
It's really a juice.
It's not.
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just juice. Call it a juice. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Although the cucumber sounds interesting to me. That sounds refreshing.
Yeah. Okay,
so
let me just.
tabbouleh goes together pretty fast.
Okay, hang on. Hold that for me, because I want to just go and so I don't miss this, because you guys are kind of Mother Earth Gardening Club. Really, I never heard of that, Diva. So you can look at it's a video of mine where Marissa and I are. We use the cilantro a lot, but I do believe you'll find that information in my one that is about making our favorite green dip, or I forget what it's called. I should just go look it up so that I can actually tell you. So
Shada recipe.
Yeah, the
Middle
shada.
Eastern. Okay, I'll put that in the chat.
Thank you so much. So yeah, shada is, and all shada, it's super easy to make. You're just going to blend it all up, but it's cilantro, parsley, garlic, pumpkin seeds. We use sunflower seeds because I can't have the pumpkin. A little bit of water, and then oil in it. And that's one thing that you won't taste the cilantro in, but the more you're eating it, it will detox your body. So that would be one video to have a peekaboo at. Okay. So sorry. So tabbouleh. Yeah. Tabbouleh. So I've heard of it. Yeah. I don't know what's in it.
A bulgur wheat, parsley, cucumber, tomato, and then the dressing is scallion. The dressing is oil and lemon juice, coriander, ground coriander, salt, pepper, and then you can tweak it whatever way you want from there. It's always better if it sits for a few hours before you eat it.
Because the grain, do you have to cook it first, or is it?
But it's fast. It's really fast. And like yesterday, I made it with the tomato water from roasting the tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
So much flavor. Really, really good.
Wow.
I guess I keep the refrigerator stocked with easy stuff like watermelon cubed, so you can just grab it. You can throw together an omelet, even if you make just a simple French omelet where it's just the egg itself, and then put some tomatoes in to warm and put over the top. Pick your herbs to go with it. That's always a fast thing. it, if you keep egg salad made in the refrigerator, then you can put it on, pick your green from the garden and make a little sandwich.
Lettuce wrap with it.
Mm-hmm.
And those are all very fresh sounding.
I keep beets, just boiled beets in there cubed too, and we can just grab that and eat it. So you're not eating junk, you're eating good stuff.
Yes.
Because sometimes you just have to, I'll eat anything, but sometimes you need it fast. And so you have to have fast options.
Exactly. How about you, Carol?
Rotisserie chicken and just a vegetable, whatever the vegetables. I'm saying, But I will throw some barbecue sauce on my husband's because he doesn't, But I like I said, I get stuck on stuff. Right now, I make it teriyaki chicken with, of course, I just had it last night with the konjac noodles and some scallions, and then I have black sesame seeds, and I have those. It's the Korean pepper, the red pepper. It starts with the G. Sprinkle that all over it, and some pickled vegetables on the side.
Gochujang or gochujaro. Gochujaro. Gochujang is the paste, I believe. Gochujang is the paste.
Yeah, I don't use the paste. I just use that, and then I mix my sauces. I love that
That's
sweet
awesome.
and sweet.
Yes. How about you, Miss Shiny Grows?
I said BLT and a roast, and then
that's right.
I said,
that's right.
So where did it go? So for the kids, it's like a cheesy sandwich, which is cold, or a grilled cheese, and then we do bread pizzas, and they think it's amazing. And I'm like, my mother taught me how to do that, right?
Yes.
So it's grandma's recipe, and then it's eggs and French toast, quesadillas. That's what we live by.
That's awesome.
When it's like I'm exhausted, I'm in the garden. Cold meat sandwich for me, veggies on the side.
So we go through here. You got Lark says from the garden, tomato sandwich, non-garden, big fat ribeye, and Mobius says potato, salsa, cheese, scrambled egg burrito. That's fabulous. I don't know what this comment is comment of, but
it was the tzatziki, and then he put the recipe, what it was for people who didn't know what tzatziki was. And Miss Sharon was saying, I don't know what all you guys are talking about, but we're pretty.
Miss Sharon says stir fry. So, and again, if you've got some of these things in your garden, then it's you're bringing them right out.
Right.
So yes, and your tzatziki is a creamy Greek yogurt-based sauce or dip that is commonly served with gyros. The word tzatziki translates that which you dip bread into. The sauce is made from cucumber, garlic, and Greek yogurt. But I will give you a fancy little tip, is that, now I just lost my fancy little tip. Because Marissa makes a tzatziki that people will make an excuse to go get more of it.
It's the za'atar.
Because they don't want to just, za'atar, because you want to actually just eat it like this. It's so well balanced when she makes it. And you go, when you're in a party, you can't go, can I just take the bowl and just eat it with a spoon? So you keep going and getting more, and then you go get some more bread to dip it in. And then you go, look I have too much dip. I should go get more bread. And then, I have too much bread. I should get some more dip. And that's what my brother and my niece kept doing when we were up in at my dad's 90th birthday. Fried rice with spring onions, eggs, and peas with a little cut up ham. Nice. That's awesome. Yes, there's the recipe there, but put in za'atar. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Yes, exactly. We do tend to go a little long. So, and what is this? You're just again saying what the recipe is. And Mobius says, I fry up a bunch of potatoes in country hash browns, so it's in the fridge. That's so good. Storms says, roasted tomatoes, sauteed onions, bread yellow squash mixed in a skillet and fried in olive oil. That sounds
that sounds really good.
Yes.
Shawnee's really good at the pre-planning, I have to say, and making meals ahead. And that's something too, like that I've started to do a little bit. Stack it in the fridge so it's ready to go, and then they reheat it. Oh yeah. That sounds good.
The green dip recipe. It's very good. Yeah, so we do our Marissa makes our yogurt, and then she makes when she makes our Mediterranean green dip, she also will make lebna, which again is just taking full fat Greek yogurt, putting it through a strainer, and now you got something that resembles more like a spreadable cream cheese, a little softer than that, but so delicious. And that. So I just want to see if there's.
I have to look that up. The labna. I've never.
Lebna. You cut watermelons into dinosaurs today? That's
I
pretty
love that.
good.
So cute.
They really liked it.
Oh, this is a cold soup. I think the watermelon gazpacho. I would have to have someone that knows how to make it for me to try it. Like, because it's just like.
Oh, is it a dip or is it the cheese made from yogurt?
Kind of like it's kind of the lebna.
Yeah.
It is a cheese. It's lebna cheese. You're making it as a cheese.
Got it. All right.
Yeah. Oh, it's too bad that you're allergic to lemon. But at least you get to have limes. Oh, so this was all your quick meals for kids and cold meat sandwiches.
Yes.
Yes. Again, more things about eggs and
from the garden on it.
Yeah. Keeping a big thing, scrambled eggs in the fridge too is good. Like in my glass containers, the Pyrex, and then
Marissa will do like a dozen hard-boiled eggs, and that way they're there. But she'll also she'll just start craving egg salad, and so again we have that in the fridge ready to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always having that hard-boiled egg. So even if you just grab that to go, so good time to make egg salad, scrambled eggs, poached eggs, boiled eggs. Yeah. Yes, your watermelons are huge. I know it's off topic, but it's like they were really fabulous.
Yeah, they look great.
Your watermelons. Why are they only this big?
The property
they
owner
look
is
pretty good.
I just worry that I don't have enough time for them to mature because I already had one vine start to rot and the fruit never developed fully. The property owner is like, you're ruining with all the clover. The clover is robbing nutrients from the precious watermelon. I'm like, I don't think you know anything. So.
Yeah. So Greek salad. Mobius says. Yeah. Mobius says, I do the Greek salad, but she'll mention again that I add rotini pasta to it. Yeah, there's times where, like when we had a Greek dinner, that's what we cooked for my mom when we were up there. But it was like with the tzatziki sauce and with our kind of cucumber, it's a mock Greek salad because we don't put a lot of tomato or peppers in it. It was just like I was putting that on everything, and it was like on the potato. So you're eating the potato, the cucumber salad, and the tzatziki sauce. It's like just put it in a bowl and let me eat it with a spoon.
I love
all right, good night.
Avocado, onions.
You, Richard.
Good night, Richard. And lime. I think it is cucumber, avocado, onion, lime, and you can throw some tomatoes in there if you want to. But
okay, so we will. I think we're going to move on from there because I love hearing all the ideas that that people have. This kind of like woo woo that we've. So we'll do these last couple of ones. I have only two more. So what crop has surprised you the most this season? Did something do better or worse than you expected? That is the question. Oops. Shirley decided to go. She's like, I'm not answering this question, Maureen.
Probably a little people did something, opened something like a door.
Yeah. Oh, gotta go. So you got anything there, Robin? Anything surprise you the most this season?
Surprised me. My garlic didn't do as well as normal. We talked about that before. It's a new spot, whatever. So That was a little disappointment. The peppers are a surprise in the opposite direction. They are just so profusely loaded with peppers more than any other year, and I'm not doing anything different, but we've got this heat, and they must just love it.
Love it.
The berries are, they're always good, but they're particularly fabulous this year.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I was in your one video a couple of videos ago, and it was like, and we're picking another bowl of berries, and we're picking another bowl of berries, and we're enough of the berries.
It is, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think those are probably the biggest surprises. A few disappointments, like my butternuts are not, I'm going to get 4, maybe 5, and a couple of them are, they're going to be, small. But that's okay. I've got lots of wins to counteract the downside. So,
you do absolutely. We've seen some of them. You've got plenty of wins. Those gorgeous tomatoes and peppers are gorgeous. And all those
her PBS special.
That's right. Her PBS special over there telling us all the cultivars and even the people who send them or companies she gets them from. I'm like, I would love if my memory worked like that. Love it. Love it.
I guess maybe because it's very important to me. So I've grown for so long.
Yeah.
But it's not just charred to me. I have to know which one grows the best and tastes the best.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That makes complete sense.
So it's important to me.
But it doesn't. So it's not helpful if you don't put the tag on it, Maureen, because then you won't know.
You won't remember which was the one that did really well and tasted good. Yeah.
Quit lying to yourself that you will remember.
I feel so bad for people who put the tags in there and then they have birds come and, pick them out. And
right.
Oh my God.
Some of us, our birds are children. The children will just, they think, yeah. Maybe go to the side chat first.
So,
because
Miss Sharon, it says, cayenne pepper did much better than expected. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Mother Earth Garden Club, carrots are doing great. And first year asparagus is thriving. That's awesome. And then also, I was hoping for a bad grape harvest, but no, it's bigger than last year.
Yay!
And CR says, I'm surprised how tall the onion is. That's awesome. Mobius says, the comfrey and the nettles have been a lovely surprise. The peppers are doing well, better than I could have hoped. From seed, I will overwinter them. Excellent. That's awesome.
Good job.
Yes, nettles are so key for your life. And if you can't, you don't handle them, or you try not to handle them, but taking it as, if you can dehydrate it, powder it, put it in a capsule to take it, or even just blend it. That's really going to help with allergies. And I think it also helps with joint health and pain.
Yeah.
So Mobius also says, the rhubarbs are struggling, probably the heat. I fertilized them. So many things are heavy. And here comes Shawnee Grows back.
Yay.
Welcome back, darling.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, and Miss Sharon, ding dang cats fling tags all over.
Stinkers.
Yeah. So asparagus not doing as what I want. And Robin says her rhubarb is struggling too. Miss Shawnee, do you have, the question is, what crop has surprised you the most this season? Did something do better or worse than you expected?
I've never grown peppers this well before. It's mind-blowing how beautifully the peppers look. The thing that's, and It's like from beginning to now, it's just been amazing for the peppers. So
Mhm.
the worst thing, I'm not going to say it's the popcorn actually. I'm going to say it's my drying beans. And that's where it's important to know that every year is different. Like this is last
Mm.
year's dried beans,
I mean, just to
knowing
bring you
that
up
I
close.
might not get a harvest this year for these. This
Oh.
is from
Oops.
last year's garden. So,
Mhm.
I still might. I mean, stay tuned,
Wow.
but
Right.
I just don't think I'm gonna get
Mhm.
any.
Mm.
Mhm.
Are they
This was
flowering?
my first.
Yes,
You might
Okay.
be surprised.
I
You
hope so.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many
they
things kind of.
get so long and long and long and long, and then they flower, they pod, and they do their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. One observation that I've made this year is that when we're all in different grow zones, different parts of our countries and stuff like that. And when I'm speaking to people locally, they'll go, "Yeah, my tomatoes were not good this year." And I go, "You know what? I've heard a lot of people say that. It's not." So I go, "I think it's our environment." I can say my peppers, this is the first year that I actually have a California Wonder it's not quite, well, it's just a little bit smaller than my fist. It's amazing. But my plants are only this big. Like I'm looking at your guys' plants, and it's like your grow zones are lower than mine, and you guys got these like, woo, look at these plants, and I got this little. I'm just so pleased that it's like I have a pepper for my salsa. I'm going to put this pepper in my
Yeah.
salsa. But and so I go, okay, you're saying this is the first time both of you said the peppers are really remarkable. And it's like I have remarkable peppers, right? And then but different things like the beans. Because Shawnee, usually I am just like loaded with pole beans. Like my drying beans are this is my first year for that. But it's like some
Mhm.
of my pole beans, like it was the vine as it's coming up, it's like that's not much thicker than a thread. Why? Why is it so thin and spindly?
Right.
um it's like I it's strange, but you see you're also going, hey, I don't get it. I don't have a lot of dry beans coming. And do you by the way, do you just keep mixing all your dry beans?
I grew 2 kinds and I put them
Right.
in one jar together.
Mm.
Okay.
Cool.
Because it's like, I have because these are my Jacob cattle beans that they're still sitting here on the table. So I do have a bit more than this. But you go, what am I going to do with?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
throw
come
it
on, kids. We're just gonna
throw
take
it in a
that little
salad.
bean and
Right.
we're just all gonna have a little slice of that little a little
Right.
tiny bean. But I went, oh, you mean I could just put all my drying beans into one jar? That's
Yeah.
brilliant. I think that's a
Yeah.
brilliant idea. Because then I
Mhm.
can feel like, well, it again, it will be just a little jar.
Yeah.
I won't have oh, look at all the drying beans I've got. But yeah, but I am hearing it's like, I think people are having very similar issues with some of the common plants that you don't think you would have an issue with. So I think that's kind of interesting.
You've been so much colder than normal. I
Yes.
mean,
Mm.
y- your grow zone is so much milder than ours, but we've got the heat in buckets.
Mm-hmm. And that makes a difference. Yeah, my nighttime temperatures, like we're going back down to 55, 54, 53 this next week at
Wow.
nighttime. Like it's like, what that's springtime nighttime. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. So how about you, Carol?
Hold on, let me close out some stuff. I'm having a problem with my signal. I haven't gotten out there much, so I'm not noticing too much other than the heat and the drought that I didn't anticipate to be still going on this late into the season. Because as soon as November starts, I've mentioned before, is our dry season technically, and it doesn't seem like that's that far away. So I am concerned
No, it's
about that
not.
with my fruit trees. Yeah. What I was surprised about was I did get more soursop this year, and that made me very happy.
Mhm.
My bananas are doing quite well. It's funny because I just watched a short of somebody else who's in Florida, and they were saying about, if you're keeping them in a mat, how they take fertility away from each other. And it's like, I kind of get that, but I'm not digging up all my pups. And I'm just not doing that. They will stay
No.
where they are. I get plenty of bananas from them. I have one that may be not doing so well, but it also um, somehow it sent up its flag leaf early. I don't know if the other one had some kind of chemical change and it caught on to that chemical change and said, "Yeah, I'm just going to go too." Ugh. And it
I have
put
a
out.
question. I have a
Yeah.
question because again, you have these unique things that, like you have drumsticks on one tree, and then you have what was this? It was send up a flag,
A flag leaf. It's the leaf that comes
or
right
what was
before
that?
you see
Yeah, I
the
think it was
rack
flag.
come out. Yeah, flag. It's
Okay,
called a flag leaf. It's flagging like, hey, the rack
flag
of
leaf.
bananas is coming. Yeah.
Yes, I figured that,
I
but it's like what? So you have to, kind of give us a bit more detail of the flag
I
leaf.
don't have a bit more detail. I actually just learned the term. I didn't know there was a specific term for that. I just learned it this year.
Oh,
It looks a
cool.
little bit different, but not that much. But what it does is it covers kind of over the rack as it's coming. So sometimes you don't
Oh,
notice that the rack is there yet, which I think is great for predators.
right.
So while the pollinators are coming in and doing their
Yeah,
thing and the bananas are really small, the
yeah,
flag leaf is kind of burying it and
right.
protecting it within the banana plant.
That's
So yeah, yeah,
so cool.
yeah,
I because again, when you're saying flag leaf, I know it's like they shoot it up, and so then
yeah.
I'm thinking,
Oh,
it might be a leaf like that.
it
Then when you're
waves.
showing,
It might.
right,
I never
it's
noticed
flag,
it
but when
waving.
you're
It might.
showing,
As it's coming up, it might
yeah, and
wave.
when you're
I don't
showing
know.
it that of what it's doing, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, okay, I can see how that would make sense on
yeah,
covering it like that. That's very very cool because I've never seen bananas grow, and I'm hearing all these
yeah.
other words over like since I've known you. It's like, oh, the pups and the racks, and and it's like, yep,
Oh,
we
I never
don't
even talked
have
about the sword
those
suckers and
things
the
in where we come from. We don't have
yeah,
flags.
the terminology is so different in the
Oh, let's just
tropics.
say a quick hello here.
Hey,
Hey, look at
man.
who just came in. David Core with Trop. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here, sir. Oh, there it is. Listening, Maureen, Carol, Shawnee, and Robin. I'm listening, but don't feel
Oh,
so
he
good.
doesn't feel
Oh,
good
where's Carol?
either.
You don't feel so
You
good.
guys
But I
make sure
am
you're
impressed with your
yeah.
gorgeous, second watermelon. It's just like, it's amazing. I
Right.
just would like some seeds and some tips on how to grow it up here in Canada. That's what I need. But anyway,
I was gonna say, you guys make sure you're getting your electrolytes. I know Barry definitely needs them, but some of that we were talking about, I was talking about that actually with the guy that I get my mangoes from, and he had similar thing going on, and then another grower of his had a similar thing, and they were talking
Mhm.
about they think they just let themselves get too dehydrated out in the
Yep.
heat this year.
Yeah.
But I was going to say one thing that did surprise me in a bad way was I have figs that I was starting. I didn't put them in the ground yet because I'm planning all that talk about analysis paralysis, like Robin mentioned.
Mhm.
Um, we got a couple days of where we got a little bit of rain that was good, like it was those saturating rain, not just the spit like we had been getting. And I
Mhm.
went out thinking like, oh, it's great. Everything got rain. I'm just going to go check and stick my finger in. I look over, there's all my figs and they're like, they got totally drowned. So they're now, it looks like they're coming
Oh.
back. Yeah. I was so like, oh no, they looked horrible because they're young. They're little starts, but that surprised me.
Hmm.
And I know it's a
Mhm.
Mediterranean thing. So maybe just that taste of the tropics, it was like, we're drowning, but I've got to get them in
Mhm.
bigger pots or get them in the ground
Mhm.
after they get over this, if they come back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
And
surprised me.
our last little question. What are you already dreaming about for next year's garden? Any changes you'd like to
Mm.
make, crops you'd like to try, or lessons that you learned in this season? Anything? And we'll just keep it brief, ladies. Don't
I
talk all at
I
once.
I will plant popcorn again. I will plant less peppers. I will
Oh,
space my
you
tomatoes differently. Hmm, that's what I got.
mhm. That's
I
awesome.
will
Mhm.
That's
definitely
good.
plant less tomatoes. And I will sequester my onions and garlic, I think, in their own bed just to make
Mm.
it easier.
Mhm.
And
Together, garlic and onion, or
no, they'll probably each have their own
designated space?
beds. And I'll have to rethink the squash thing
Yeah.
over the winter.
Well, I have over the last little while, I have seen people who go, adding in these things will help prevent the
Mhm.
squash vine borer. And it was like, I don't know if it was growing with rosemary near it.
Mhm.
Another one was using, but I think this might have been for cabbage, was using biochar, like using ash and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I think that's probably, as a group, we can go, okay, what are the things that can help to deter that squash vine borer from coming around? So sorry to interrupt there. Oh, one more interruption.
Mm.
I have heard that growing your onions with your peppers is a really good thing. That there's something about that you'll actually see larger yield, like in just even in
Mm.
the onion itself. It will, and so that's what I was trying to experiment with a little bit this year with some of my hot peppers or medium hot peppers. So I interrupted you, Robin. Go ahead.
No, I really didn't have any more. The way I did the peppers this year, it would have been hard to do the onions with them
Mhm.
because, I mean, they are majestic plants, every single one of them. My Anaheims are probably 4 feet tall.
Wow, that's what I want. I want that.
Mhm.
But then I have to go and live somewhere where it's hot. Uh-huh. How about you,
Wow.
Carol?
That I'll actually have my food forest set up for next year, hopefully a little bit better. I have, pockets of food forest, but that I will
Yeah.
actually have it set up and have my permaculture design down and maybe even a rain barrel. But that's next year. That's not this season. We're actually going into our growing season. And I
Right.
just hope that I can
Yeah.
start working on the backyard is my hope because I've got so much to do
Mhm.
on the inside of this house. It's just overwhelming.
Mhm.
Yeah, it storms,
Mhm.
right?
So next
Next
year's
year's
garden,
garden?
just actually get some ground tilled so I can have a garden that's not in a tractor
Yeah.
tractor. So
Mhm.
I'm wondering, Storms, uh, well, I'm saying this to Storms, but to Shawnee, what is the name of your solarizing?
DeWitt woven ground cover.
Mhm. I
Mm,
know it's quite heavy, right?
yeah,
Mm,
that's
I
the
don't remember
better
what
one, the
thickness it
DeWitt.
is, but I mean, I can roll it up and save it for next year. Absolutely. It felt thick. Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got a lot
Okay.
of
Or can it be
good
any ground
garden
cover?
stuff.
Because I'm wondering if that's what you could try, Storms, is by putting something down so that it's killing the area rather than stirring up and tilling.
Mhm.
Keep those, the network under the soil all intact by just covering it and covering with anything, like getting even
Yeah.
just some cardboard to start. Like
Yes. Yep.
what is the British gardener?
I've seen people
Charles
do contractor
Charles.
bags too.
Charles
Yep.
Dowding. Yeah, because that's where I learned it from when I started my potato patch. We didn't till
Mhm.
that over, and that was hard, dry clay, and I just put down cardboard and do it now so that it can overwinter and help break it down. So,
Right.
oh,
Right.
yes, about 3 weeks to go before we start spring here.
There you go.
Mother Earth says, I'm going to plant more zinnias. Yes, I am, because I
Wow.
saw Shawnee had like fields
Mhm.
of flowers. It's like I over a 10-foot space. It's ridiculous, Maureen. Just plant a whole bunch of zinnias here. It was so beautiful. More flowers, she says. And Homestead Aquarius is just bumping Jonesy, or maybe he's thinking of
Yeah,
growing Jonesy.
right.
More squash, zucchini, tomatoes, and potatoes for Miss Sharon. Okay, Mobius, I will retry the St. John's wort, arnica, and the jewel weed. I don't have any ideas for new stuff yet, which will be just fine. So, and I have a small in-ground garden area, I think, that I might grow sweet potatoes there. Yes. Yes, and you can get your dirt merch here.
Yes, get the dirt merch.
Yeah, and
They
here is
hold
the
up really well. Too.
yeah,
They hold up
yeah,
really
they
well.
do. Yeah.
I don't have a bright light on, so the color looks different, but mine in person looks just as bright as Robin's does, and hers is new. My lighting.
So DeWitt woven ground cover.
Yeah.
DeWitt Sunbelt woven ground cover. That's awesome.
It's the name brand that you
yeah, because I would like to
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I have heard like it was my gosh, what's the other guy that has like 6 kids and live in North Carolina or South Carolina? I can't think of his name.
Justin Rhodes.
Justin Rhodes, because like he always calls his a silage tarp, and so I was thinking, is that a heavier one? Because that's what I think I would like to do.
Silage tarp, isn't that more like when you get a from a billboard?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Is it the billboard material? Yeah. And for those of you who don't
with
know,
the billboard, they sell them
yeah,
off for
I'm not even sure where you would go for that, the city or who you would go to get that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Silage
I
tarp,
just
you can get it at Bootstrap Farmer and
No, I mean the one that's been used. They sell the used.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Robin. What you were saying?
I don't know, but I know a lot of the homesteaders use those.
Right.
Tyvek.
That's the stuff that they put on the side of houses under
oh yes,
the
right
siding.
Siding.
Oh, vapor barrier Tyvek.
Yeah, it's some kind of barrier.
Yeah, silage tarp is generally heavier per square foot than DeWitt Sunbelt woven ground cover. Yeah, and that's because I was thinking I would like some sort of silage tarp for starting a new area so that I could just really hit it and solarize it.
Right.
Because especially at the offsite garden or just
there's a huge difference in the size.
Yes.
So like my ground cover is just in a roll, so it's however many feet across, where a tarp is drag it over and you're done, right? Not roll. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been hearing
yes, because I do have the ground cover, and I have. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to put the silage tarp down, but I just don't know anything about them. I just like Justin Rhodes that's where I heard it, many years ago. But I can easily just do the roll of my ground cover too, and put stuff. So,
yeah.
Okay.
I've been hearing in permaculture, some people are that's one lady, not some people. This one lady I heard, and she was talking about not to solarize because solarization also kills off your good bacteria in your soil. And I was like, well, how do you get rid of all those weeds though? Like what the, like if you're doing it for a certain amount of time and then you're replenishing it. So I guess that's something that you have to focus on is once you do that you're replenishing the soil with good microbes.
Here's the thing.
Like your teas and stuff. Yes, Johnny.
In the first couple inches of the soil, if that gets over a certain temperature, those microorganisms die. That can happen, yes, in solarization. That can happen if you leave your garden unmulched and don't have roots in the ground.
Right.
Same thing.
Yeah. Exactly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Just
But
give 'em
what's going
some-
down lower in those
Yeah.
So sometimes you just have to weigh it though.
Yeah. If you've got
Is
bad
a,
weeds.
is a one-time till.
Yeah.
You know, so you can get yourself up and rolling and going
Mm-hmm.
better. You know, the tarping and the,
Right.
you know, it might be just easier to till one time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, David, I agree. Like, I think too, you can speed that along by, if
Mhm.
you've got your worm casting tea, or like Diva makes the poo-poo juice, you can speed
Mhm.
that along in that top portion of the soil, like Shawnee was saying.
Yeah.
I just found that interesting. Like, this person would never do it, and I'm like, well, what are you doing then? How are you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. So excellent. Awesome. Yeah, that was my.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Mobius. Yep, I meant it.
I used to till for years. I tilled,
I think I did number 8, right? I did.
and you know, it does get you up and going, but honestly, you get more weeds. You definitely get more weeds.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it turns up the seeds in the soil to the surface.
Oh
I
yeah.
find that too. Even just with hoeing, if I do like deep hoeing in a bed, all of a sudden it's like, oh, there you are, Purslane. Okay, I was wondering where you were. Your seeds were just a little down under. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'll have new weeds come up.
So, so I think we're going to start wrapping it up. And so before we close it, and I don't know if it is you, Shawnee. You have a message that you want to just share.
Yeah. So I did show the beans from last year, and it was the message of just know that it's different every year, and you can grow things that don't need a lot of work to preserve, like the
Mhm.
squash queen over here, Marine. This is
Right.
from last year. This is
Yes.
last year's
Amazing.
food. And so,
That's
like, if we are talking about creating a meal, a full plate from the garden, which is a message I have this August in my August Garden Tour video, adding these things together, adding the things that maybe are in abundance. So it's like we have our builders of onions, and we have our garlic, and then cucumbers can be something on the side, the peppers, the squash, those can go with beans and a winter squash. Then we have our overwhelming, like, we have tomatoes coming in. And so my mind is like, okay, there's obviously a tortilla soup or a chili and like an herbal tea, not dill tea, but you know what I mean, an herbal tea for a drink. And I have a meal from my land without a chicken,
Mhm.
because chickens are
Mhm.
great. But it's,
Mhm.
I just wanted that message of remember how to build a meal from your garden.
Yes, that's so good. Yes. Great video promotion.
Oh, back to the
Absolutely.
media. Thanks.
Yeah. No, it's very good. And now, Shawnee, were you just want to see what this is.
the video on the gap. Is that the one we're talking about?
No. Do I need to be on the live for the gifting
So
of memberships?
So during now, if
Mhm.
Maureen goes to her YouTube chat, do you have that available? And
Mhm.
at the bottom it has a dollar sign, and then
Mhm.
you're gonna click on membership gifting, and it, what do you see now?
Oh, yeah, it says membership gifting.
And then does it say something like free gifts from YouTube, 10 or 5?
Nope, it just gives me a price for mine.
Okay, well, I have the free gift ones every month, so I don't know. I can't
Might be
believe you don't
something they're
have it.
just rolling out, maybe. They might be just
Oh.
rolling it out.
Well, no, I
Like
knew
they
that I could gift. I just didn't. I know there was a way for for me to gift, but it's like you had to pat your head and knock your ear,
Oh,
and
to find. Oh, okay.
there was certain ways, but
Yeah, it'll say free. So if it doesn't, then don't click
then
anything.
don't click anything, because then
Right.
well, no, actually, if I click something and I buy them, I just get the money back. First it cost me $7,000 to buy it. And then I turn around and they give me $6,000 back. That's great. So
I
thank
love
you.
that. Good for you, GT.
That's awesome. So
I'd want to live within an electric fence up where you live. It was like 15 feet tall.
I would want to live in an electric fence where you live, Carol. Like, you both have things that try to hurt
Gators
people.
climb fences here. They climb fences.
But it's electric.
They probably wouldn't be bothered. They're dinosaurs. It might give them a little something. They'd probably be like, oh, what was that? And they'd keep going. Or they'd break it. They just, they can climb chain link fences. They can't climb mine. I do have a fence all around my property. Yeah. That's vinyl and slippery.
Yeah. So I do just want to thank my co-hosts. Well, actually, first, I do want to thank Miss Sharon for just being so awesome as an amazing moderator and sharing out your channels. And if there is somebody that's new to you that you've never seen, do take the time to check them out. And and thank you all for joining the chat. And so I do want to just thank Carol for being here. She's been my steady Eddie for so many years here. And of course, Shawnee Grows for also being a co-host, and our new friend and new favorite co-host, Robin from Robin Gardens. So we do really appreciate you all being here and spending the time. And so with that, I do want to just close out with this one little saying here. So harvest season reminds us you don't have to hold everything at once. Some things get canned, some things get shared, and some things simply fall back to the soil. And that's okay. So
yes, it is.
Good night, and God be with you all tomorrow, and that you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good night.
Right.